Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Welcome to a beautiful day at Crete, Nebraska for Senior Day of college football here in Southeast Nebraska. It is Doane University Senior Day versus Midland as we are set to kick things off here in just a few moments. Happy Saturday afternoon. Ryan Valenta with Chase Wilkinson on News Channel Nebraska Sports TV. So glad you could be with us and excited to bring you some college football this afternoon. Doane playing its final game at home in this 2024 season against Midland in its second to last game of the year, and both teams looking for a win here in Crete this afternoon. Doane coming off a bye week, so they've had a week off to rest up some of their starters who have been playing so hard this season, and Midland coming off a very close loss against Mount Marty last week. But getting set to go here, and Chase knows a lot about this Doane football team and has got kind of a good idea of what we're going to be seeing today. But Doane and Midland looking to get a win today. Chase, what can we expect to see from both sides on the field today?
Well, I think this is going to be a very physical matchup on both sides of the ball. Midland loves to run the football and likes to do it all game long if they can. Doane wanted to start with the running game, but I think they turned to their passing game later in this season. So it's going to be a fun matchup to see what they're going to do.
We'll talk about those key players for both teams after the break here, but going to be watching out for a couple of key players. Like Chase mentioned, Midland, a run-first team. Got a running back who runs the football a lot, set a season high in yardage last week, and Doane, a team that passes it, or it's been forced to pass quite a bit. First-year head coach Jonathan Johnson's run game just hasn't been getting the momentum that it's needed so far this season, so they have been relying on that freshman arm of their quarterback, that player of the game as well. But man, Chase, you and I were both covering high school football last night. Right. Cold, rainy, and not the best weather, but absolutely beautiful day here. But here for Senior Day, I mean, the mindset between these guys, you're playing on your home field for one last time. Just what do you think the mindset is for these guys to hopefully go out with a win today?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're going to be really fired up to play this game, and I hope that they're going to be determined and ready to get a win for their seniors on Senior Day, the last home game of the season. So I think they're going to come out pretty fired up.
20 seniors on the Doane roster, potentially playing in their final game today. May have a extra year of eligibility. We're not sure about that. But when we come back after the break, we'll tell you about our key players and get things kicked off here in Crete.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere.
Ryan Valenta and Chase Wilkinson bringing you Doane football from Alpapic Field for the last time this year, set to kick off against Midland here in just a few moments. Now it's time to introduce today's key players on both sides, starting with Midland. They have a Central Nebraska stud in the backfield. That is the junior Tyson Dankert. And the Midland Warrior, he is a stud. He is very tough to bring down, and he does a lot of great things on offense, Chase.
Yeah, like you said, he's a tough guy to bring down. I mean, he's everything you want in a running back. He's been kind of the core of their offense for this whole season. They love to run the ball with him. Last week, he did 250 yards of their 295 rushing yards, so he's going to be getting the ball a lot today.
Season high in rush yards for Dankert last week. Look to see him run the football a lot today. For Doane, it is their freshman quarterback, Sam Hartman. Kind of a question mark for Doane coming into the season. Who is their quarterback going to be? They have gone with Hartman, the Grand Island Northwest native, and he's looked pretty good over the last few games. A couple of 300 passing yard efforts, and even though they didn't win all those games, but look to see him throw the ball through the air here today.
Yeah, after this was a bye week last week, but the previous week they got a big win over Hastings. He threw for about 308 yards and 4 touchdowns, and I think he's getting really more comfortable in that quarterback position, so I think he's going to have a big day as well.
Midland's defense up against Sam Hartman's arm and the Doane offense. Who will come out on top? Stay tuned to find out. Doane and Midland will kick it off from Crete after the break here.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
The pregame show is brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. And Custom Sports. Check them out at customsportsco.com.
At the racetrack or the rat race around town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Crete Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Friend Medical Clinics, and by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Kickoff here in just a few moments at Al Papik Field here in Crete. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson once again bringing you the action of Senior Day for Doane football this 2024 season. 20 seniors on the roster, potentially playing their last game as a Tiger. Now let's bring you today's school sponsors for both sides, which today are brought to you by Currency. If your business needs financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. First, we visit the Midland Warriors out from Fremont, Nebraska, not too far away up in the northeastern Nebraska area. The Warriors, an enrollment of just over 1,600 and well over 27,000 the population, top 10 populated cities in the state of Nebraska. That's the Midland spotlight, and now we move to the Doane Tigers right here in Crete. A lot lower population, just over 7,000. In 1872, one of the oldest universities in the state of Nebraska, just over 1,000 Tigers here are enrolled at Doane University, just about 30 minutes to the southeast of the capital city of Lincoln here. Well, both teams are meeting at the middle of the field. We'll see who is going to get the football first and who is going to give the football away first. And another interesting thing here about the game here, well, a little bit of a storm here came through Crete last night. So the scoreboard on the west side of the field is inactive today. So we are going to be without a scoreboard. It'll be a little bit of a tricky challenge for both teams, as you can't see a running clock on the side of the field, but the PA announcers say they have it covered and they have a plan in place. So they know what they are going to be doing, and we've got we have a scoreboard and clock up here as well. So Midland wins the toss. They've elected to defer, so that means Doane will get to receive the football first thing. Doane 2-7 this year. Midland 5-4. These two teams have met each other for many years. Midland the winner of the past two contests in 2023 and 2022. The last time that Doane was able to meet Midland, that was all the way back in 2021, where Doane won 24-13. Now it's time to bring you today's starting lineups for both sides. First, we will look at Midland. Taryn Berry leads the offense for Midland at quarterback. Our player of the game for Midland, Tyson Dankert, the running back. Whiteouts, Tal Marks, Kevin Adams Jr., Tim Brown, tight end Javen Fish, and the linemen, Trent Patesel, Victor Corrales, Christian Robledo, Carter Lurch, and Hunter Staley. That is the Midland offense for today's contest.
Cade Wiseman, number 22, Andrew Brown.
And now the Midland defense. The linemen, Gabe Van Winkle, Umberto Adame, Dane Christensen, Jay Ballard, Carter Wagner, Treaton Davis Reed, Justin Gassaway, and the safeties, Zane Wilson, Brandon Lance, Carson Crouch, and Samias Pickett. We'll introduce the Doane starting lineups once they receive the football
Kicking
here.
off for Midland, number 94, Cameron
So
Spicer.
here we go, set to kick things off. Kicking it away, Cameron Spicer, the freshman for Midland, will boot it away. And a couple of men deep for Doane. It's Cade Wiseman and Andrew Brown. Back deep to receive the kick. Final game of the regular season for Doane. This will be the final home game, rather. They will have another game on the road against Mount Marty next week. Trying to get their Tigers one last home win. Spicer's kick is away to the far side of the sideline. It's Cade Wiseman, the redshirt junior, makes it at the 5, and he will be met and smoked down. Excellent hit by Midland there, making the stop. D'Angelo Dowdy getting the tackle there, and that will give Doane the football deep in their own territory. They'll mark him down at the 20-yard line. So, Chase, we talked about Sam Hartman, the quarterback for Doane, and looked really good as well. We got to see him personally against Waldorf a few months ago, and he aired some big shots down at the field. Just what kind of a mixture between short passes and long passes would you expect to see from Hartman today?
Well, I think he's going to start out really short completions, quick out routes. But, I mean, this first drive, you're going to be going into the wind, so can't expect nothing big here. Just get comfortable early.
Very gust of winds is going to be a big factor today. They'll go run right up the middle, and not a whole lot. So just a gain of 2 to bring up second down here. Do the Doane offensive starters in right now, just before we get things underway. Sam Hartman, the quarterback. James Miles, the starting running back. We'll see a couple of others as well. Carson Reimer, Darnell Riley, John DeRiso, the wideouts. Nate Fox, the tight end. And the pipeline, Jared Minzenmeyer, James Caslin, Philip Guthrie, David Garcia, and Blake Bieber. 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Hartman puts a receiver in motion. Snap back. Throws short to the sideline. Good out route and caught just short of the first down sticks. It'll be 3rd down. Darnell Riley making the grab to the right there. And team best 35, make it 36 receptions for the senior this year.
Yeah, no, that's what's going on at Hartman. Just get a quick out route to Darnell Riley. They hooked up a lot last time they played against Hastings. I think they're going to have another big day. Wait to get started right there.
So 3rd and short, 3rd and about 3. Again, no scoreboard here, so we're just going off the measurements of our own eyes up here in the press box. Carson Reimers, the tight end, goes in motion. They hand it straight up the middle, and Rian Green gets the carry, but he is just short. The Midland defensive line gets the stop on 3rd and short for a gain of nothing, and here comes the punt squad. So the Warriors win the battle in their first drive on defense.
Yeah, just looked like to get up the middle there with Rian Green, trying to get something, a couple of yards to pick up that first down, but couldn't really find a lane and was tackled pretty early in that play.
Kellen Meyer, the redshirt junior, on to punt it away. Averages 45 yards a kick. It's a bad snap, and look out. Meyer's just going to have to fall on it. Oh, man. A miscue by the Doane long snapper, and that will give Midland prime field position on their first drive. A bad snap there, and no chance. Might have hit. Did that hit somebody?
Yeah, that hit one of the lineman blockers there out in protection, and that's just a miscue that you can't have. Now they're Midland set up in the red zone, and Dankert's 100% going to be running this ball now.
So they're turned to the eyes of Tyson Dankert now, the Kennesaw native, part of that Kennesaw State Tournament team in 2021, and he has been the guy that has scored those touchdowns for Midland so far. In at quarterback is Taryn Berry, the senior quarterback. Hands it off to Dankert. First play, trying to get to the goal line, but the line stops him just short of it. However, a good gain on first down by Tyson Dankert. Give you the Doane defensive linemen, and going to have to do it pretty quickly here because Doane about to have their defense off the field. The linemen, Keegan Schuler, Briggs Songster, Owen Kuntz. The linebackers, Jarrett Boggs, Reese Sudavern, Tanner Simdorm. The corners, Zach Fox, Cade Weitzman, and the safeties, Cooper Hancock, Andrew Brown, and Zach Sundquist. So second and goal, just about the 1 yard line. Two people in the backfield. It's a direct snap to Dankert. He'll try and push it in himself, and he's in for 6. Tyson Dankert powers his way into the end zone, and a miscue by Doane is quickly rewarded for Midland, and just like that, they have got a 6-point lead just 2.5 minutes into this ball game.
Yeah, that just shows the physicality of Dankert. He's just a tough man to bring down. Hard-nosed running, puts the shoulder pads down, and that's an easy 6 for him.
That instant replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. 6-0. Midland on for the point after. And the low line drive kick, but it splits the uprights. It is good by the place kicker, and it makes it 7-0. 12:35 still to go in the first quarter. Midland leads it 7-0. See what Doane can do in their next offensive drive when we come back. This is NCN Sports.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be all right. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Just 2 plays and 8 yards for Midland to punch it in the end zone there to take a 7-0 lead. Well, Doane behind early here in Crete, and they'll have to use some comeback here and try to keep this deficit where it is. Spicer to kick it away, and that's headed towards the far part of the end zone. It's fair caught by Cade Wiseman, so Doane will take over at their own 20-yard line to get off their second drive. So, yeah, you go 3 and out there. You can't get the first down there, and you went to the run game now and maybe see some arm of Hartman here, but you mentioned, Chase, you're throwing against to the wind. What do the Doane Tigers have to do in this offense?
Yeah, no, I think they got close to that first down marker. I think the play calling's there. I just think it's tough for them to put really drives together right now. I know it was their first one, but I think you keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting Hartman comfortable with these short passes and see what you can do and move up the field.
See Hartman there, the quarterback, motioning his wide receiver. He's got James Miles in the backfield, but he'll pass it. Pocket collapsing, dancing around. Here comes pressure. Hartman scrambling, throws it down the sideline. That is incomplete. Doane wants a flag, and surprised they don't get it. A lot of contact there for the intended tight end, Nate Fox. Looks like he got his jersey grabbed as he was trying to lunge to make that catch, but no yellow marker on the field. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Hartman had a lot of time to throw this. I know he's under pressure, but pretty decent block and tried to look for Fox downfield. A little tugging match between the two. Yeah, no flag, like you said. It's going to be second down.
Zane Wilson, the defender on there for Midland, maybe gets away with the holds. Referees don't call it. Warriors showing blitz, and here it comes. Hartman, pocket collapsing. He's going down. The Warriors throw him down and flex on him too. You could see the pressure coming by the Midland defense, and the offensive line not able to hold up, and the Warriors bring down Hartman in the backfield.
Yeah, they definitely came here with a blitz and a couple linebackers. Hartman had no chance on that play, didn't have much time, and that you can't take these negative plays for Doane's offense.
Umberto Adame, the freshman defensive lineman for Midland, getting the sack there, and that makes it third and very long. Third all the way back at the 20-yard line, so 3rd and 15. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hartman looking to throw again. Now he's in trouble again, trying to scramble away, and he's going to be stopped again in the backfield. Midland with back-to-back sacks. Not be able to get away from Paxton Van Houten. The redshirt freshman brings him down in the backfield, and back-to-back tackle for loss for Midland, and another 3-and-out for Doane.
Yeah, Hartman's trying to do the best he can to try to evade this pressure, scrambling around when the pocket collapses, but he just didn't have an option to throw downfield. That's just a tough play there.
So the Tigers will have to kick this one away again, and we'll have to see if they can get the snap back this time. It's Kellen Meyer. Try and boot this thing away, and this time the snap back cleanly and gets it away. No return on it. Bounces just before midfield and downed just before midfield by Zach Perez. So Midland is going to take over in Doane territory. Almost maybe you would have liked to see that ball bounce a couple more times before you, with nobody trying to return it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, maybe let that bounce for a couple more times, but also it's hard to punt in that wind, so I can't blame him.
Yeah, with the winds, could be blowing backwards too. We're in the first quarter, just under 11 minutes to go. Today's first quarter is brought to you by John Henry's, our family, serving yours. 7-0 Midland. And again, we are without a scoreboard here at Alpampic Field, so no scoreboard on the field. They nice enough to give us a little iPad in here with the official scoreboard clock, but just under 11. Handoff to Dankert on first down, and doesn't get much. Gets past the line, but the linebackers take him down after a gain of just a couple.
Yeah, this is going to be the tell of the game there. Dankert versus the Doane University linebackers. I mean, this is going to be tough for him as a linebacker core. You got to fly around and try to cover this guy as much as possible because he is a physical running back.
Past 5 games, Dankert has rushed at least 25 times for at least 121 yards, a season-high 250 in a 28-27 loss to Mount Marty last week with 2 touchdowns. He is the man for this team. Low snap bobbled. It's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle, and good gain on first down by Jacob Jones, the backup quarterback, just appearing in his 5th game this season, and he will pick up a good chunk, but it'll still be third and a little bit, about 3rd and 4 from the 44.
Yeah, it looked like a low snap there, hard to bobble. Maybe it looked like an option play he was trying to do, but just eventually took what he could get.
That's what I thought too. You pitch that to Dankert, he probably gets a first down there on the far side of the formation.
Right.
Midland will go with 2 wideouts to each side, and Dankert in the backfield. Backup quarterback Jacob Jones still in there. Starting quarterback Taryn Berry not on the field for this drive. 3rd and 5. Doane looking for a 3rd down stop here in their own territory. But they will not get anything off as Midland will call its first timeout. Head coach Jeff Jamrog in his 7th season wants to talk things over. And we'll talk things over after the break and see what Midland comes up with after the timeout. It's 7-0 Warriors. This is NCN TV.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
Welcome back to Crete, Nebraska for second to last week of college football here, Alpampic Field. Doane Tigers down 7-0. Midland with the football, trying to win their 3rd consecutive game over Doane. The Warriors have been victorious in the past 2 years against Doane. So it's 3rd and 4 for Midland's empty backfield for Jacob Jones. Puts Dankert in motion, fake handoff. Jones up the middle. He's got the first down and plenty more. Finally, the linebackers get to him and throw him backwards, but Jacob Jones doing it himself there, electing not to give it to their running back in motion to pick up the first down.
Yeah, no, that's just the running play there by the quarterback, Jones. Able to keep it, find a little lane there, evade some tackles, and that's just a good play there from the backup quarterback.
Excellent blocking as well by the offensive line. They've got some big dudes in there. Victor Corrales, starting left guard, 305. Christian Robledo, 270. A lot of big dudes throwing around some serious weights on the offensive line. Now it's Berry back in at quarterback. He's play action, drops back to pass over the middle. Dangerous ball, incomplete into triple coverage. Intended receiver down there, Kevin Adams, He falls incomplete, and man, that's lucky that the Doane defense didn't pick that one off there.
Yeah, that was a questionable play call. I like the play action out of it to Dankert, try to free up your wide receivers. But yeah, like you said, that was triple covered. I don't know what he was trying to throw there. Could have been picked off there by Wiseman at the end of the play.
Wiseman had his eyes all over it, and if he's a little bit faster, if that ball's thrown a little bit softer, he's got an easy interception. 2nd and 10 for Midland from the 35. Man in motion. Instead, they hand it off to Dankert. Straight up the middle, got around. There he goes to the 15, trying to get an edge. Cuts back and tackled inside the 10. Tyson Dankert with a big gain. He goes all the way down inside the 5. Mark him down there for a gain of 30. And a first down for Midland.
Yeah, motion out of the backfield, just underneath to Dankert. And, I mean, he's got the frame for a power back, but he has the legs to run. And he's just very, very dangerous on the field.
If you could create running backs in a lab, this is exactly the type of guy you would create. Big body, but also shifty, like one of these smaller guys as well. So 1st and goal from the 5 for Midland, trying to take a 2-score lead here on the road. Direct snap to Dankert, up the middle. He dives for the goal line, but he's just short. Marked down at the 1. Dankert waiting for his blockers to get in front of him. He got 4, but needed 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I like that play call there by Midland. Used Dankert as a wildcat formation, him taking the direct snap and moving right up forward, try to get the touchdown. That's a good stand there by this Doane D line, though.
5 carries for 44 yards for Tyson Dankert. And they will go with the same formation. Dankert in as the wildcat quarterback. Takes the snap, waits for the blockers, and runs right in. 2nd touchdown of the quarter for Tyson Dankert, who's got his 2nd, and Midland takes a 2-score lead, 13-0. Midland looking good, very good, if I dare say, on the ground so far.
I mean, that's just bread and butter there for this Midland offense. Just do the same play call as last. Give Dankert the ball and get upfield, and it worked.
So now the Midland Warriors in the first quarter up by a good chunk, and we'll try to make it 14-0. Cameron Spicer in to attempt the point after. He was good in his first high snap, but the snap gets down good. It's a perfect kick. Tyson Dankert, 7 carries, 45 yards, and 2 scores. He has been the guy so far, and we'll look to see more of him for the rest of the game. 14-0. We'll be back from Crete after the break. This is NCN Sports.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Midland kicking this thing away after taking a 14-0 lead, and Doane will get a return this time. It's Andrew Brown, the freshman, up the far sideline. Look at the shifty legs by Brown, but unfortunately too many white jerseys to get away from, and he's brought down at about the 23-yard line, is where Doane will take over on its 3rd drive. So a couple of 3-and-outs for Doane, as they have yet to get past that first down marker, and looking to change that here.
Yeah, no, this is definitely where you need to start moving the ball, get downfield, get closer to your own red zone. You're down 14, a couple touchdowns. You need to see some movement from this offense.
Sam Hartman again. They'll go with Rian Green in the backfield. He had a nice 100-plus yard game against Waldorf a couple months ago, and I got to see him last. Midland showing pressure. They'll bring 5. Quick short pass over the middle. It's caught by the junior Andrew Waito. 6'1" junior makes the grab and gets about 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5.
Now, Waito's actually coming up these last couple games as a really good receiver and a good option here for Hartman. Just a little quick safety throw, a little hitch route there by Waito, able to pick up a good amount of yards.
Waito, the junior from Wahoo High School up in the northeastern Nebraska area. Hartman back to throw again. Looks for Waito, can't find him this time up the middle. It is caught by Riley, and he lost the football. Ball's on the ground, but it looks like Doane able to get back on it. No, Doane, a Midland player has the football, but the referees say it is Doane football. Darnell Riley got clocked. Take another look at it here. They got a helmet on the football, lost it, but then the other Doane side wide receiver looked like might have been Waito that fell on the football. Hit made right there, and yeah, the ball is out there, and oh yes, Waito somehow got on it, forcing the fumble. Jay Ballard, but Doane able to keep it. It's 3rd and 2. They go with Rian Green. Flags though before the play, and it's blown dead.
It's going to be a false start here on Doane's offensive line. I believe James Caslon, number 54, might have moved early.
Well, that's huge there. If you're Doane, you have a 3rd and 2, and now you're backed up farther, 3rd and 7.
Number 54, 5-yard penalty.
And 54, it is indeed against James Caslin, the senior left guard, on the near side of the formation, and just barely, if anything, and just a hair early, and now it makes it 3rd and 7 for Doane, first penalty of the game for the Tigers. Midland stacking the line. They rush 5 again. Quick out route, incomplete, and that will be 4th down for Doane. Intended receiver John DeRiso in on the coverage for Midland to Braden Woodward, who makes the play there, and Doane once again gonna have to punt it away. Quick drives and nothing to show for the Tiger offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a hard play to make there by DeRiso. Throws a little behind him by Hartman. That's good defensive effort there by Midland secondary. It's going to bring up another 4th down for this offense.
It's already 3rd time on to punt for Kellen Meyer. He's only punted it once, and it's punting into the wind. Kick is away, end-over-end kick. It's caught by Tyson Dankert, the return man, but he won't get anything on the return. Multiple black jerseys swarm him. Andrew Brown brings him down, and that will give Midland the football at their own 42-yard line. A punt of about 33 yards there into the wind. So that's a good field position for Midland again to start up here and look to see if they can really blow this thing open here. If they're able to get something here, then we're going to be in trouble.
1st and 10. 1st and 10, Warriors at the 42.
Warriors take over and go with a wide out each side, a tight end to the far side of the formation. Hand off to Dankert, far side of the formation. He won't get past the line of scrimmage. Multiple Tigers fall on top of him. Keegan Schuler and Reese Zudavern gets the stop there on 1st down.
Yeah, no, that's just a great play there, stringing out that running play, able to stop Dankert before he can get started. That's huge for this Doane defense.
NCN Sports on Doane Football is presented to you in part by City Bank and Trust in Crete, member FDIC. 14-0 Midland. We've got 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. 2 wideouts to the near side. Tight end goes in motion. It hits the motion man. A ball's on the ground, but somehow Midland able to get back on it, and it will be a tackle for loss. Jacob Jones able to get the friendly bounce and get it back into his arms. It hit the motion man tight end. Could have been a whole lot worse for Midland there. That's about the best case scenario.
Yeah, no, it looks like miscues on snaps are a part of this game for both sides of the ball. I like how the pursuit by the Doane defense able to get right to the quarterback and get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jared Boggs in to bring down Jones in the backfield, and Midland's gone with a 2-quarterback set so far in this first quarter. This is the backup senior Jacob Jones, still in with trips to the near side. Snap back, looking to throw. Over the middle, nice catch. Down the 1st down marker and past it, complete to Tim Brown. The 5'10" junior gets up and makes the grab, and good for a Midland 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice play call there by Midland. They went wide trips, and that's such, as a defense, that's such a hard concept to cover because you got 3 wide receivers going every different way, and Doane drops in zone coverage right there, just couldn't get to him in time. That's another 1st down.
So from the 39 all the way down to the 45, a gain of 16 by Tim Brown to move the sticks for Midland, and a 3rd down conversion there with a facing long there. And comes in motion. I'll hand it off to Dankert. It's up the middle. Gets a chunk of yardage, just about 2 on 1st down to bring up 2nd and 8. About 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Midland has gotten touchdowns on both of their offensive drives so far. First one didn't have to try too hard. A miscue on a punt gave Midland 1st and goal on their first possession. Then their next possession, they were able to go down plenty of yards, and they lead this game in pretty much every stat category so far. 72 yards of total offense, 56 of them on the ground, but this time it's an empty backfield. It'll be Jones up the middle, but the line gets through and brings him down. Multiple Tigers in on the stop. Cooper Hancock got to him first, and Andrew Brown finishes the job. It's no loss of 1 on the play to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Midland went here with a quarterback draw here with Jones trying to get some separation, kind of a draw fake. But the linebackers on Doane weren't fooled, and they picked it up right away. That's a great stop there.
And again, Jacob Jones, the backup quarterback, doesn't do a whole lot of throwing as well. He's mainly a running quarterback, so not surprised to see that. They go with same formation here. Jones alone, 3rd and 9. 2 receivers each side. Make it 3 to the far side. 5 total receivers. It will be a pass play this time, but it's incomplete. Or is the ball on the ground? It's incomplete. Look at that play, hitting him right away. Looked like Jarrett Boggs got to him and forced an incomplete pass, hit as he threw. And that will give 4th down for Midland. Excellent play by the linebacker. Look at Boggs come in. Doesn't get touched.
No, they do with a twist blitz there with Zudavern and Boggs. Boggs able to get pressure right away. Great hit on the quarterback, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for this defense, and it was much needed.
So Midland will punt it away for the first time today. Zach Hodge, beg your pardon, it's not Hodge, but we'll have a Midland to punt it away, and Doane tries to block the kick, but not able to. Back deep to receive it at the 15-yard line is John DeRiso. He makes the catch, and that's where the Doane Tigers will take it away from. It was Zach Hodge. A different number on our sheet here. The Scott Catholic senior gives Doane the football at its own 15-yard line, and now you've got some momentum. Hopefully that defensive momentum transitions to that offense and gives Doane something to work with here on this offensive drive.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, great stop there by the defense. I know they're pinned back down at their own 15-yard line, but you did get a stop. You didn't get another score. So this is where you need to move. Get a couple first downs, get to midfield, open up the playbook a little bit from there. You just got to get started here.
Sam Hartman alone in the backfield, empty set with trips to the far sideline. Quick pass over to the center, but hit right as they catch the football, and Doane brought down immediately. It's John DeRiso making the catch. They'll give him a gain of about 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5 from Doane's own 25-yard line. Just under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Midland leads it 14-0.
Yeah, I like how they're going with quick route concepts. Get the ball out of Hartman's hand as quick as possible to avoid some pressure. I love it.
Potentially set up that big play down the field later on. Hand it off to James Miles, trying to go around the formation, but Midland wins the battle there and tackles him for a loss. Miles not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses 1 there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
See, I don't mind the call here by Doane's offense, trying to string it out, do a buck sweep to the left side. I think Midland just did a better job of stringing that out and plugging all the gaps.
Midland making the stop to get a 3rd down. Carson Crouch, the sophomore safety, in on the stop. Clock continues to roll. We are now at 1 minute in the first quarter. Both Rian Green and James Mile now in the backfield with Hartman. Green motions out. Hartman throws it over to the sticks, incomplete. Darnell Riley could not make the catch. Had it just a little bit far of his reach, but couldn't make the catch, and Doane will have to punt this away again.
Yeah, Hartman tried to go to Riley again on this in route, looks like. That's just a really tight window to throw it in there. Good defense there by the secondary for Midland. It's going to bring up another 4th down.
Samias Pickett in on the coverage for Midland. And Kellen Meyer in to punt it away again for the 4th time already. Runs over to the side, and oh, that's a nice kick. That goes over to the far Midland sideline. It bounces out way past midfield, and how about that kick into the wind all the way from the 15 to the opposite side of the field. So a punt of about 40 yards into the wind by Kellen Meyer, and that's where Midland will set up shop and their next appearance here. Well, now the Doane defense got a stop in their last drive, and Midland's been going to the ground game here and get basically to see who the quarterback is. As a defense, how tough is it when two different quarterbacks come out every drive to just feel what they're going to come out with at you?
Yeah, it's very tough. Usually in practice you scheme for one quarterback all week, and then when you see someone start the game new, it's really throws you in for a loop at first.
Receiver goes in motion to the far side for Midland, anchored in the backfield. It's Barry, the quarterback, throws over the middle. It is caught, breaking one tackle, and being brought down by the Horde. Right after that is Tim Brown. Wide receiver makes his second catch of the afternoon to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused how they're going to the passing game for Midland here. They looked like they had a lot of success running the ball early in the first quarter, but now they're kind of going to passing routes. But good rally there by the Doane's defense.
College football in NCN is brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits. In Crete, it's all you need to know. Well, the reason that nobody's moving on the field, the clock is dwindling down to 1-0. So that will spell an end to the first quarter of play. Midland gets 2 touchdowns on their first couple of drives. Teams will switch sides of the field, and it'll be Midland's football when we come back. Ryan Valenta and Chase Wilkinson will be back with you from Crete after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated.
Welcome back to Al Papik Field. Midland on their first carry of the second quarter here. Goes all the way down. It's option play by the quarterback Jacob Jones, and look at all the line that keeps him moving. The black jerseys can't get him down soon enough. It's all the way to the 39-yard line. And the quarterback keeper goes for a gain of about 20 to move the sticks for Midland inside of Doane territory as both teams switch the field. Midland leads at 14-0, just getting started in the second quarter here. Still Jones in at quarterback, and nope, it's Barry this time. They hand it off to Dankert's. Flag is down, but Dankert is stopped in the backfield for a loss, bringing him down for Doane. A couple of guys there, but we'll have to check on the flag to start things off.
That's a great play there by the Doane D line, able to get in that backfield early. I think it's going to be a holding call against Midland. They're backing up.
Holding against Midland would back them up 10 yards. It is a holding call, so Midland will get moved back. Glenn Atkins, the senior tight end, called for the hold. He's the guy in motion right there. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just gets one of the Doane guys wrapped up there, and that'll move them back 10 yards. Brian Mirjeski was the guy in the D-line that got held there. So now it's 1st and 20 all the way back from the 49-yard line. Line to gain is the 29-yard line of Doane. So they go back to Jones at quarterback. It's a end-over-end handoff, and Tim Brown is the ball carrier. The main wide receiver gets the carry there and doesn't get much.
Yeah, they use Brown for a jet sweep going to the right side. I like the play call, but that's just a better defensive play. Way to stretch it outside and make a great solid tackle on him. It's going to still be second and very long.
After the first quarter of play, Midland leads pretty much all offensive categories, 92 total yards, just to 16 total yards for Doane, 73 rushing yards on the ground, still negative yards on the ground for Doane so far. Shotgun formation, it's Barry back in at quarterback, throws over to the side, it's caught near the first down marker and passed it for a first down. The connection is made, and Midland's got a first down there on the reception by Aiden Roddy, the senior tight end.
Yeah, using the tight end, doing a little crossing route, pretty wide open there. I think Doane might have been in zone there, Zudervern trying to run him down, but now this makes it third and more manageable than second and long.
And just how tricky is this? Midland has switched its quarterback every play so far for the past couple of plays. Barry threw that last one, and here Jones is in at quarterback in again.
Yeah, this is kind of confusing. It confuses me, and I'm not even playing on the field right now.
That's why we're up here, Chase.
Right.
It's going to be Jones straight up the middle and gets past the line. Didn't look like there was much of a hole to get through, but somehow found the slimmest of margins there. Nice gain of about 7 to bring up a fourth down, and just short.
Yeah, no, it looks like you said, not much of a running lane, maybe finding a crease late, but Jones did a good job of being patient and getting through that running lane.
So it's fourth down at the 32-yard line, and Midland hurries quickly to the line. Will they go for it here, actually? Or is this just a bluff? It is, and Doane jumps. And, well, maybe we should be down there, Chase. I think both you and I thought that this might just be a bluff by the Midland offense to try and get Doane to jump off sides, and it looks like that's what happened, but we'll just make sure that one of the white jerseys didn't jump first, exactly what the officials are talking about right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's going to be fourth and short. You got to keep your eye on the ball, watch for the count.
Referee's not with a clear call right now, so we'll see here.
Offside. Defense, number 31, in the neutral zone, making contact.
An offside.
5-yard penalty results in the first down.
Sophomore defensive end commits the penalty, and we'll give, see, Schuler on the far side of your screen, and he knew it right away. Smacks his hands in frustration after giving Midland a free first down when they were facing fourth down. So now first down at the 27-yard line of Doane, and the Warriors have new life. They go with 3 receivers to the near side and Dankert in the backfield. It's Barry looking to throw, finds Dankert out in the flats near the line of scrimmage, and he gets thrown down. Gets that shoulder pad caught, and good gain of about 5. Brings up second and about 5.
Yeah, they're going to use Dankert out of the backfield here. Kind of on this flat route. Gets a good amount of yards, but takes a pretty good shot right there by Zudervern and Fox. It's going to be about 2nd and 5 here.
Almost looked like they were trying to take his head off there.
Yeah, it did.
Lucky they didn't grab a face mask or anything like that. 2nd and 5, 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Midland driving on offense here. Barry in at quarterback. Gives it to Dankert. Up the middle. Gets closer to the first down marker, but still just short. Gain of about 3. It'll bring up a 3rd and short. Now what do you do here, 3rd and shorts? I guess would be go back to Dankert again.
Absolutely. That's what they want to do. Stick to their bread and butter. Stick to what works. Give it to Dankert.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The second quarter on NCN Sports is brought to you by O Street Carpet, supported by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpets. 3rd and 2 from the 19-yard line of Doane. And it's another Wildcat snap. It's Dankert straight up the middle. He is met right at the line of scrimmage, and he did not get the first down.
No, they went back to Wildcat with Dankert. I do love the play call, and I love watching the Wildcat, but I think Doane was ready for it as well. Plugged the inside really well on this interior defense, not giving them any room.
Yeah, the hole was there, and just as soon as it was there, it wasn't, and it closed. And the Doane defense makes the stop, so in on to try a field goal will be the freshman Cameron Spicer. He is 4 for 5 on field goals this year. This will be about a 35-yarder. It's a fake. The snapper tries to run away, but nothing doing there. The Tigers make the stop. Tanner Simdorm wrestles down the holder, and Midland's trickery is foiled.
That was a great play there by Doane's defense. I didn't expect a fake either, but it looks like Tanner Simdorm wasn't fooled on that play. That's a great stop. That's a lot of momentum for this team right now.
All right, so Doane gets back-to-back stops on defense. Midland, heck of a play there to try and catch the Tigers offside, but did not do much with it. This one started all the way back at the 42-yard line, and nobody home there to get any points on the board. Hartman and the offense back out there. Rian Green, the ball carrier on first down, gets to the near sideline, makes a defender miss, dives forward, and a nice gain on first down of about 5 by the Kearney native.
Nice play indeed there. I like the outside zone run. I want them to get that more established on the outside runs. That was a great block on the edge here by Nate Fox, the tight end. Gain of about 5 yards. I mean, you'll take that every day on first down.
9.5 left to play in the second quarter. Doane still looking to get on the board. Doane coming off a 37-point win against Hastings College a couple 2 weeks ago after their bye week. It's Green again, this time up the middle, and wrapped up pretty quickly by multiple defenders. Dominic Roleader, the redshirt freshman, the main guy to bring him down there, and so Tigers go outside run, now inside run. Looks like the outside run worked a little better on first down.
Yeah, I agree. And this is also going to bring down a 3rd and short, which Doane hasn't really been the best out on 3rd down, but you need to find a way to pick up about 4 yards here and keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving, and try to go down and get a score before halftime.
Doane will go with 2 men in the backfield now. It's Miles and Green, 2 receivers to the far side. Green gets the football, gets past the line, spin move, gets away. Rian Green past midfield and down there. Nice gain there for about a 14-yard gain on 3rd and 2 to move the sticks for Doane, and nice shifty moving there by the senior, able to bounce off tacklers.
I love that play call there. He's going to follow Miles out of the backfield. This is a 2 running back set. Rian Green very shifty, able to keep his legs moving and get to midfield. That's a first down for this offense, and that's huge.
5'9", 170-pound junior out of the Kearney High School Bearcats. They're going to be playing in the state semifinals next Friday. Hand off to Green again. This time, not a whole lot. Maybe got 1 past the line of scrimmage to make it a second down and long. Just about 7.5 minutes to go before we hit the halftime mark. Doane still looking to get their first points on the board. A couple of subs come out. Green comes out, so does Carson Reimers, the tight ends. Doane looking to their play callers on the sideline. So 2nd and 9. Midland has gotten stops on defense so far. Hasn't given up too many big plays. Besides that last one right there. Riley in motion. Looking for the sideline. It's tipped and it's caught just past the line of scrimmage. A tip job. Andrew Wado ends up coming up with it right there for Midland as well. Paxton Van Houten to try and tip it away, but Wado somehow comes down with it and gains a couple.
Yeah, Hartman able to find Wado. Dangerous throw there on the tip drill, but Wado is able to catch it and snag a couple yards as well.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Ball at the Midland 46-yard line. They need to get to the 40. Hartman looking over, and Doane might have to call a timeout here. 2 receivers to the far side, and Doane so far only picked up 2 third downs. Hartman in big trouble. Dancing around, he's going to have to throw it away, and it's incomplete. Fortunate enough, he's able to get that off. James Miles was in the area, so no foul for grounding there. And you'll take the 4th and 6 there instead of a 4th and about 20 there, as Hartman's able to evade a sack there. And just look at the line collapsing, nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, no, he didn't have much time there. He's kind of running scared about there. Didn't have much time. Didn't have much of an option, really, to throw it to avoid the pressure. Just able to take that incompletion.
So Meyer on to kick it away. Dankert back deep to receive it. Kick goes towards the end zone, and that one will bounce into the end zone. And the wind helped that one in there, so Meyer kicks it off for a touchback, a 50-yard punt, just a net of 30 yards. And Midland will take over with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go before we hit halftime. Stay tuned for the halftime highlights after those 6:25, which is brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. But credit the Doane defense, too. They've gotten the couple of stops on the last few drives for Midland. They went down and scored a touchdown in just 2 plays on their first drive. Scored another touchdown after 7 plays on their second drive. Since then, though, it's gone punt and turnover on downs when Midland tried a fake field goal, so Doane's offense bent on the first 2 drives, but has been successful on the next 2. Barry in back at quarterback for Midland. Hand off to Dankert to the far side. Waiting for his blockers and brought down after a gain of just a couple.
No, that was a great job there, stringing it again, stringing that outside run. Dankert's having a tough time, I think, in this second quarter, trying to find some running lanes, just because Doane's secondary and linebackers are doing a good job of filling those gaps. It's only a minimal gain there, and you'll take that every day with Dankert running that football.
And Dankert, a very patient runner, too. Doesn't try to just crush his way up the middle. Doesn't have the biggest size to try and do that. But waits for his blockers. But Doane is trying to figure out the puzzle here, and it looks like they're doing so now. 2nd and 8. Barry scrambling to the far sideline. Throws on the run near the sideline. Is the receiver inbounds? He is. What a catch over there by Midland's Kevin Adams. Tiptoe drill. He just gets his feet in bounds, and that's good enough for a nice gain to move the first down marker for Midland.
Yeah, that was a great catch. Good throw there on the run. Able to come down. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe the feet did not come down. They're going to run with it anyway.
And it'll be a Dankert on the first down. Gets past a couple defenders and finally stopped in the secondary for a nice gain of 5. Cooper Hancock, Andrew Brown again to combine on the stop. And Midland mixing it up well in this drive now so far through the air and on the field. And it's been the quarterback, the starting quarterback, Taryn Berry. Doane jumps offside again, it looks like. Had one of the players just shove a guy over. Briggs Songster, the senior, the defensive lineman, ran over the right guard there, and Jonathan Johnson, head coach for Doane, says, I got something to tell you here, son. Don't do that again.
First down.
Yeah, no, I mean, these are just miscues that you can't have and giving this offense more yards to operate, basically. And, yeah, you'd like to clean that up, not get one of those again.
Penalty by the Tigers and gives Midland a free first down. Option play. It's Jones this time as the quarterback. Does not pitch it to Dankert. Takes it himself for a gain of 2 on first down to make it 2nd and 8. 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. These two teams are not been able to get on the scoreboard yet this quarter. Still 14-0.
Yeah, I like that speed option play to the left out there with Dankert being the pitch man. And good job by Cooper Hancock. His man is Tyson Dankert, and he will not allow that pitch. So allowing the quarterback just to take it and run, that's huge.
2nd and 8. Snap back to Barry. Short caught routes and brought down near the first down marker. See where they mark the receiver down. Glenn Atkins, the senior tight end, makes the catch, and he'll be marked down a yard short. Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, they're sprinkling in these short passing plays as well as the runs. And I think they're paying off pretty well. They're getting, on average, about 4 to 5 yards a pop. So, I mean, it's working for them. It's going to bring a 3rd and short there. No surprise, I think they're going to give it to Dankert on this one.
Cooper Hancock again making the stop there. 3rd and 1. So far, Midland today, 2 for 5 on 3rd downs. Stacking the line there for Doane. Stack secondary, it's quarterback up the middle. Jones has the first down, being knocked around, still on his feet. Finally, forward progress stopped at the 40-yard line. Needed just 2, and he got 4. And whistles are blowing as the manhood gets taken off the ground. Oh, the quarterback's helmet. Jones fell off, so he'll have to exit for one play. But it's still a first down for Midland.
Yeah, no, just a fake handoff on the jet there for Dankert. Jones able to just pick it up and run, get the first down, but now he's going to be coming out of the game, and now you're going to see Taryn Berry come in at quarterback. I mean, I'd be frustrated if I was the Stones defense trying to see a new quarterback every other play. It would get on my nerves.
So Berry more of the throwing quarterback, Jones more of the running quarterback so far this afternoon. Runner in motion, play action over the middle, caught into the secondary, nice grab. And inside the 15, it's Anthony McPhee, the junior wide receiver, makes just his 7th reception of the season. And a nice slant route into the secondary, and they bring him down there.
Yeah, Barry is the throw-in quarterback indeed. That was on a frozen rope right to him. That was just a simple slant route, able to get inside leverage, and now they're in their own red zone.
Good for a gain of 25 there. Zach Fox makes the stop before McPhee able to get into the end zone. Barry takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Here comes pressure. Hit as he throws, incomplete. Pressure being provided there by Jared Boggs. Forced the quick throw, intended receiver, and incomplete. Went to try and go to Glenn Wagner again. Yeah, when the guy's about to truck you over, it's probably a little bit concerning trying to throw a football there.
Absolutely, no. Yeah, they faked that handoff there to Dankert, able to roll bootleg to his left, and saw Boggs right away coming for him. I mean, it's tough to make a good throw when you're under pressure.
2nd down and 10 for Midland at the Doane 14. Back to Dankert, up the middle, and push back after a gain of just a couple. The Doane pipeline collapses there. Andrew Brown again, the freshman. Man, it's been Andrew Brown, Cooper Hancock seemingly all over for the Doane defense this afternoon, making stops. And with that play there, we hit the 2-minute mark before halftime. So a 2-minute warning. We will take a break with Midland still up 14-0. Both teams still yet to score in this quarter. This is NCN Sports.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Crunch time here for the Doane defense. 2 minutes left to go before halftime, and Midland facing a 3rd and 8 at the Doane 13-yard line. Taryn Berry in with Dankert in the backfield. Looking to throw. Here comes the edge blitz. Takes a shot to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Just out of the reach of Kevin Adams for Midlands. A nicely thrown ball. Just had a little bit too much mustard on it, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, there's good play call there. Honestly, it was really good pressure there by that linebacker spot. Tanner Simdorn able to get some pressure on him. Tough throw to make in the corner of the end zone, but just out of reach.
So now Midland will line up for a field goal again. Are they going to fake it again? They faked a field goal last time, and that went horribly wrong. This time Cameron Spicer will try about a 30-yard field goal. Low line drive kick, but that is splits down the uprights right through the middle. Spicer is good from 30 yards, his 5th field goal of the year, and Midland finally gets on the board, 17-0. Doane will get the football when we come back on NCN Sports.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. U-Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Minute 51 to go before halftime. Midland tacks on 3 points. The first points scored from either team in the quarter to make it 17-0. So minute 51 before halftime, which is proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. Cameron Spicer's kick is very short. Darnell Riley is going to call for a fair catch at the 30-yard line, and good decision there. So Doane will take over at its own 30-yard line with a minute and 51. Chase, you and I were talking during the break. as teams, you prepare to do 2-minute drills on offense, but it's probably a little bit tough when your scoreboard down the way, you can't see that and you have no idea how much time's actually left.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, seeing the clock is very important when you're trying to manage an offense in tight time situations. So, I mean, it's going to be a challenge. They're going to have to move pretty fast, probably go no huddle, hurry up, get the play calls in fast for them.
Doane's 6th drive. This is their best starting field position at the 30-yard line, and they have all 3 timeouts with 1:51 left. Hartman takes a snap, quick pass over the middle, and is that caught? It is caught. Heck of a grab there on the pass over the middle. And Doane's Andrew Wado makes the catch. Almost had it knocked out of his hands. It's only, however, a gain of 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 7. Tigers go quickly to the line. Hartman in trouble. Gets away from one defender. Over the middle. Overthrown and incomplete. And could have been intercepted as well. Darnell Riley, the intended receiver. And Midland's Zane Wilson also almost had an interception too. Brings up 3rd and 7. Well, Doane with the stop there will get a time to hold off, and we'll get to call a play as well. So 3rd down, big 3rd down for Doane. Empty backfield for Hartman, trips to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Plenty of time. Hartman now scrambling, a sidearm dangerous throw incomplete over the middle. Broken up there, and got a hand on it by Carter Glenn, the sophomore, right there on your screen to break it up. And it's 4th down, and the Tigers try to go quick and are not rewarded here. And now Midland's going to get a chance at the football here with still over a minute to go.
Yeah, that was pretty good pass protection there by Doane's offensive line. Sam Hartman rules to his left. The problem is Midland's secondary and linebackers dropped in zone coverage. That's just too tight of a window to fit the ball in.
Meyer gets the punt away, a line drive kick, and Dankert muffs it. He's going to have to pick it up at the 15, and he is tackled right there. Dankert bobbled the football about the 20-yard line, ends up picking it up at the 15, and Midland with a 17-point lead will go with 1:11 there. Bar of soap, whoops, there it goes right there. That's instant replay again on our Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay, which has incredible care, incredibly posts. So the halftime, just 1:11 away. We'll see if Midland wants to go for some big plays here, if they're content with their 17-0 lead. And the way your defense has been playing too for Midland too, almost wouldn't want to risk anything and maybe give Doane a potential turnover. Could give the Tigers very good field position with 3 timeouts.
Right.
We'll see what Midland comes up with. Taryn Berry in at quarterback. Tyson Dankert, his man in the backfield. They're going to throw it on 1st down. Short pass over the middle. It is caught. There goes Kevin Adams past the line of scrimmage, still being drug away, and finally gives out of bounds. Nobody's able to bring him down but push him out of bounds, and that will stop the clock with 1:02 left before halftime. And the ball's marked out at the 20-yard line. Join us at halftime, presented by Visit Kearney. You can find it all in Kearney. Midland led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, and their field goal just a moment ago, giving them a 17-point lead now. 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Warriors. Snap back to Berry. Rolls away. Pressure coming. In trouble. Throws it away. Had a Tiger breathing down his neck. Owen Kuntz, the senior, the Crete native, able to provide the pressure there and force the incompletion.
Yeah, no, that was good. I like the play call. The boot left, they go back to it. Bootleg left again. But this time, Owen Kuntz was not fooled. Great pursuit, able to get some pressure on him. And that's going to force an incomplete pass. Now you're looking at 3rd down. The clock stopped. You're about 56 seconds left in this half.
So, yeah, if you don't get the 3rd down here, and Doane can stop the clock and potentially have some time to get some points on the board, perhaps. Clock is stopped at 56 seconds. Taryn Berry in the shotgun as 2 receivers off to the near side of your screen. They'll hand it off to Dankerts. Dan Dankerts will be tackled and not get the 1st down, and Doane will call its first timeout of the half, so the clock stops at 50 seconds left, and Midland is going to punt this thing away. So, now you game plan here. you get the football back, just depending on where you go. Down 17-0, you want to take a shot downfield of some kind of that nature, right? Because there's only so much game you can take a shot in here. Just what kind of play call? You're the head coach, Chase. What are we calling for Doane here to take a shot down the field?
Well, the biggest thing is they have to take care of the ball. You can't have any throws that are in traffic and danger. You definitely can't take a penalty on this last drive. And I would get some crossing routes. I mean, Midland's done a good job of mixing in the crossing routes to their offense. I don't see why Doane could not do that either. I think crossing routes or close to the sideline will be the most beneficial for them.
Well, Midland's got to give the ball back to Doane first. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here, but after the timeout by Doane, both sides with 2 timeouts each left, and be roughly about 50 seconds, depending on if the returner, John DeRiso, calls for a fair catch or not. Zach Hodgin to punt it away for Midland. Snap back and good kick, high spiraling kick. DeRiso calls for a fair catch, and he makes it at his own 41-yard line. So Doane with just under 60 yards, having to go to the end zone, or at least maybe get in field goal range. The wind has died down. The flag over to the left side of the field is blowing pretty still. You can see the clouds up in the air still moving at a pretty good pace, but the wind's not as much of a factor as it was when we started this football game, when it was gusting pretty heavily against Doane here.
Yeah, now they're going to have the wind at their back, even if there is any wind anymore. So, I mean, this is full game. This is where you kind of unload it. Take your deeper shots downfield, like you said.
Sam Hartman with 300 total passing yards in each of his past 2 games, but still yet to get that mark here. Pocket collapsing. Hartman just going to have to scramble towards the sideline and get out of bounds. And a couple of Midland guys giving it all there and falling out of bounds with him. Hartman is out of bounds after just a 3-yard gain, and 12 seconds come off the clock. 38 seconds remain before halftime.
Yeah, no, this is where Midland's going to kind of be in prevent zone. Going to stay deep, keep everything in front of them, basically. So it's going to be hard for these shorter routes to get developed. So you're going to have to try to take a deep shot.
We know it's coming, but just when will it be coming? Hartman looking to throw. Gets away from some pressure, slings it over the middle, incomplete. Off the hands of Rian Green. Appears that he thought that he should have caught that football, but that brings up 3rd and 8. 8 valuable seconds off the clock there. Good job by Hartman to get away from the pressure, and just a little bit behind him there.
Yeah, like you said, just a little bit behind Rian Green. That's a tough catch to make for Green. That would have been a good play if they connected, but good news is it stops the clock, so you get another shot at it.
32 seconds, trips to the near side of your screen here. Hartman on the move. Throws over, it's tipped again. This time it's intercepted. Midland's got the football and running the other way with it. Now the ball's out. Midland will try and dive on it again. The ball is out. What on earth happened there? And Midland's got the football. It's intercepted by Brandon Lance, the junior. And we're going to have to take another look at this play. What a crazy play.
Yeah, looks like it's just a tip drill. Wado got his paws on it. Able to get the interception. I think Darnell Riley comes in here and pops it out right there. And wow, that ball flew.
You see fumbles, but you don't see them go that far there. Darnell Riley gets a benefit of backing up Midland an extra about 15 yards there, but Brandon Lance, the junior free safety, gets the interception on the double tip there, and Midland will get the football. First turnover by either side today. Warriors with 18 seconds to go. Barry throws on the run, incomplete. Looking to go to the first down marker. Intended receiver Tim Brown. Now 14 seconds for Midland at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked to see them try to pass the ball out here with only about 14 seconds left. You're up 17. I think they're just going to kind of call it right there, take a knee, go to the halftime, up 17.
I'll see what the Warriors will choose to do here. 2nd and 10 with just 14 seconds left, a 17-point lead. It looks like they're not going to give up. They're going to try and run something. It's Dankert up the middle, makes a nice move and has his leg wrapped up and falls down at the 47-yard line after a gain of just about 5. Tanner Simdorm in on the stop. The clock continues to roll, and Midland will not attempt another play here, so that will get us into the halftime break. They just try a run up the middle, but nothing doing there. So after 30 minutes of play, it is Midland 17 and Doane 0. Senior day for these Tigers, and down by 17. See what they can accomplish in the locker room and try and come out here in the second half. We'll have your first half highlights, and I'll recap the game for you after the short break. NCN Sports is on TV, and we will be right back with those highlights.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life.
Black Friday savings all month long. From appliances to mattresses, the savings can be found at Schaefer's. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances have been marked for savings and rebates. Just imagine a new KitchenAid kitchen suite with up to $3,000 in rebates, or save hundreds on a new Whirlpool high-efficiency laundry pair. Every day is Black Friday in November, now at Schaefer's.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice and check out these great fall offers. A 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999. Or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordofBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Creed Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Friend Medical Clinics, and by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Welcome back to Crete, Nebraska, where the Doane cheerleaders also having their senior day as well, as both the football and the cheerleaders will have their final games as Tigers here this afternoon. And Midland playing a little bit of spoiler right now, leading Doane 17-0 at the halftime break. Tyson Dankert with a couple of touchdowns. Midland gets a field goal in the second quarter, and their defense looks pretty good while doing it, allowing Doane to no points here. But now, before we get too much further into it, it's time to bring you our halftime highlights, which are brought to you by Sartor Heyman. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. So that 17-0 game, and we told you it got started pretty early here in Crete, where Midland got things going pretty quickly, and it was thanks to this, the bad snap on the punt there, and gave Midland the football at the Doane 3-yard line. Tyson Dankert, we knew he was going to do things today, and he dove into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown, his first of two in the quarters. And Sam Hartman going down for the sack there. the Midland defense was all over him into the first half, and back-to-back plays as well. That had Midland getting some good field position as well, as Midland making the stop there. Back-to-back sacks, giving Midland good field position. The Wildcat formation again for Midland on the next drive. Tyson Dankert punched it in for his second touchdown of the half, and looked pretty good while doing it here. And here's a nice catch over the middle that Midland got against Tim Browns. That would give Doane on the ropes there, but the Tigers ended up getting the stop there. A long drive there, and Doane is able to get the stop on defense and allow no points. Jared Boggs, the quarterback, hurry there to force the incompletion, and that would give Midland a chance at a field goal there, which they faked, but it did not work out very well for them at all. The fake field goal unsuccessful. Tanner Simdorm stopped it to make it a 14-0 game. And this was the crazy play right before halftime. Tip, interception there, double tip there, and not done yet. Another fumble. The ball goes that far backwards, something you definitely don't see every day. Midland able to fall on it, but they did not get any more points out of that. So the 2 touchdowns in the first quarter by Tyson Dankert and the field goal there was all Midland able to get on the scoreboard. But then again, just a 17-point lead, so still a very manageable football game. Plenty of time left, 30 minutes, 15-minute quarters left to go before this one is over. So Doane still has plenty of time to get back in this football game here on their senior day here at Al Papik Field. Those were your halftime highlights, when we will be right back to give you some stat numbers and update you about some other happenings in some college football games around the region. NCN Sports, we'll be right back.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Woodhouse Buick GMC has your next vehicle. Whether you're looking for a reliable SUV like the Buick Envision or a powerful truck like the GMC Sierra, our staff will help you find the right vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
The halftime show is proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. Do you live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice and check out these great fall offers. A 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999. Or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordofBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Plumbing needs attention? Trust the experts at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. No matter the size of the job, John Henry's brings extensive expertise to handle everything your home's plumbing system requires. So whether your drain is clogged, your water heater needs an upgrade, or you want to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, we're here for you. Reach out to us today and discover why, since 1996, we've proudly served families as the most reliable plumbing company in the Lincoln area. John Henry's, our family serving yours since 1996.
Hey sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pre-game essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
Having our halftime break here at Alpapic Field in Crete, Nebraska. Doane and Midland squaring off in the second to last week of the college football season. It's the home season finale for Doane as they trail 17-0. Doane honoring a bunch of alumni on the field as well during this halftime break. But Midland in firm command right now. Their defense and offense have looked pretty good. The Doane defense has done a good job of minimizing since the second quarter after those first two touchdowns. Really not a whole lot wrong with the Doane defense after that, just their offense will need to get going. During this halftime break, we want to tell you a little bit more about the Kearney Sportsplex, which is owned by the city of Kearney and plans to open in spring of 2025. It will feature the ever so popular and upcoming pickleball new sports and attract courts, 4 pickleball courts totaling 9,000 square feet with spectator seating, as well as a 300-meter track with 3-lane running and walking tracks as well. It's located directly off of Interstate 80. The Kearney Sportsplex is a year-round climate-controlled, multi-use premier athletic facility that can accommodate youth and adult sports tournaments, camps, leagues, and recreation programs. Excited to see that open in the central Nebraska area in just a few months. Also want to remind you that you can get up live updates from NCN Sports on our X/Twitter pages. Visit that at NCN Sports to find live in-game score updates, and before and after the game, find out some coaches' interviews and some game recaps and player interviews as well. We hope to catch up with a player and a coach after the game too, and we'll get the thoughts of Doane head coach Jonathan Johnson after this football game is over. But 17-0, Doane has some ground to make up. We'll tell you about those first half stats now, and it looks pretty lopsided when it goes to total yards. Exactly, Midland with 178 total yards compared to Doane's 47 yards. Midland's picked up 11 first downs, Doane just 2. Turnover game hasn't been a whole issue so far. Just that late interception that they showed you on the halftime highlights, which didn't turn into any points for Midland. That was thrown by Doane. So pretty clean football by both sides. It's just the Midland defense has really been the highlight of this game so far. A sack for the Warriors, 3 tackles for loss for a total of 28 yards lost for Doane, and that really hurts them as well. So it has been Midland's defense, the key highlight of the first half. Doane's offense, only 47 total yards. Midland's offense has done pretty well as well. 82 yards through the air, 96 yards on the ground. Tyson Dankert, 15 carries for 67 yards and 2 scores. Taryn Berry, the quarterback for Midland, through the air, 8 for 14 for 82 yards and no touchdowns. And Jacob Jones, the backup quarterback for Midland, pretty much their running quarterback, 7 carries for 39 yards. Midland's receivers have caught 8 passes. Tim Brown and Kevin Adams with a couple of receptions. Isaiah Weber, Aiden Roddy, Glenn Atkins, Tyson Dankert, each with a reception. For Doane, their offense, again, not a whole lot going so far. Sam Hartman through the air, 6 for 14, 25 yards and an interception. Rian Green, 6 carries for 24 yards. And Sam Hartman, 3 carries for 18 yards. James Miles, 1 carry for minus 19 yards. So 6 receptions. Andrew Wado's caught 3 of them. Darnell Riley's caught 2, and John DeRiso has caught 1. A little bit look more of your halftime stats as well. And Chase, I'd love to get some more of your thoughts on the first half. Just like I said, it's been Midland's defense shutting down the Doane offense. Just what aspects of the game have stood out to you so far in the first half?
Well, I like how Doane's defense responded in the second quarter. You know, only allowing 3, kind of shutting down Bankert in a lot of ways. So I think they're picking it up. I think they're moving in the right direction. But I think this offense needs to really get going. Like you said, 2 first downs. It's just not going to cut it against this Midland team. You need to move the ball. You got to put a ball in the end zone early in the third quarter. And give your defense a little bit of leeway. Give them a chance. And going down and getting the score for Doane's offense would be huge for the defense and adds more momentum. So I think to go down and get a score, we're still in the game. So, you know, I think it just comes down to moving the ball.
And another thing that can often be overlooked, which oftenly is in a lot of football games, well, is kind of the offense and defensive lines. I think Midland has clearly won the line battle as well, providing a lot of pressure on Hartman, the quarterback, and the running backs. They've had the seams momentarily, very momentarily, before the defensive line for Midland has collapsed on them. But then the Midland offensive line has allowed Tyson Dankert. He hasn't really broken free besides that 1 gain of 30 yards back in the first quarter. But like Chase mentioned there, Dankert has been largely held in check after those first 2 touchdowns, just 67 yards after his career-high 250 yards last week. We'll tell you more about the halftime score and the halftime stats and just what to expect in the third quarter when we come back from the break. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson, be back with you in a sec.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. NCN Sports is brought to you by Creed Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Friend Medical Clinics, and by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice and check out these great fall offers. A 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999, or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordofBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Back with the third quarter of play, Doane and Midland. With Midland leading 17-0. Tyson Dankert, the return man for the Warriors, will let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And Midland will take over on its own 20-yard line to start this third quarter off. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson bringing you the action from Al Papik Field in Doane's Senior Day. 20 seniors on the Doane roster, playing in potentially their final game as a Tiger and looking to make up some ground on offense. Told you that Doane just needs to get something going on offense, but again, their defense looked pretty good after the second quarter, only allowed that one field goal in the second quarter, and look to see them continue that success against Midland this drive. So Midland will line up, first things first, as a Wildcat formation again. Tyson Dankert, the quarterback. Their main quarterback, Barry, is lined up as a wideout on the far side of the field. Dankert takes the direct snap and will try to run it, and he gets upended, legs taken out from under him after a gain of just 1 or 2 by Cade Wiseman. The redshirt junior makes the stop there, and like we mentioned, Chase, Tyson Dankert's not as much of a threat as he had been in the next 2 quarters.
Yeah, no, that was a great play there. They went Wildcat, motioned over a lead blocker, and trying to get Dankert some running room, but I mean, these linebacker core have filled these gaps really well in the second quarter, and now good start here in the second half.
2nd and 8, Barry back in at the quarterback spot. They'll hand it off to Dankert, finds the gap there into the secondary, brought down after a gain of about 13 yards down to the 40-yard line. Good gain by Tyson Dankert to pick up the sticks, and it's exactly what Midland needed, and hopefully get Dankert back on the horse there.
Yeah, they pulled Tanner Simdor on that outside linebacker, an outside blitz, so it kind of left a hole there on that right side, and Dankert's able to capitalize on it. I mean, sometimes it's just going to happen. You do some blitz schemes, and they're going to run right underneath it.
13-yard gain for Dankert, his second longest today, his longest a 30-yard burst back in the first quarter. Snap back and handoff. It's a reverse play, and going to go around to the over end. Anthony McPhee trying to get past the line. He does, breaks a tackle to the far sideline, pushed out of bounds. trick play that almost blew up in the face of Midland. Fortunate enough that Anthony McPhee able to handle the pitch from Dankert. Get another look at it here. Right gets smoked by Reese Zudavern. And before he's able to pitch it, beg your pardon, Keegan Schuler made the hit there, but he's able to burst forward for a nice gain by Anthony McPhee, 15 yards to bring up another first down.
Yeah, that was a great play with that. McPhee, a little quick with speed, using to the outside, looked like a blown-up play, able to get a first down off of it.
Fortunate enough there. Dankert lines up as a wideout, now comes back into the backfield with Berry in at the quarterback. Play action pass, Berry takes a shot to the near sideline, underthrown ball, but still caught. Now is it dropped? It's dropped, incomplete. A well underthrown ball. Tate Marks, the junior, was the intended receiver. He had it initially, but then it was knocked away for an incomplete pass.
I mean, that's just great technique there by Wiseman. Looks like coming in, never gives up on the play, rips it out of his hands, and that's an incompletion. That's an ideal look and an ideal play for a cornerback.
Cade Wiseman breaking up the pass there. Looked like had he had it there, but not quite. Cade Wiseman with his second pass deflection today. Doane's got 3 so far. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. It's to Dankert. Dankert is thrown down after just a couple of yards. Motion receiver was Tim Brown, and we saw Midland run a play like that earlier in the game, which it hit their motion man. They fumbled it. They didn't end up turning over the football, but it's always got to be in the back of the mind of those Warriors that it's went against them earlier, but that time just a gain of 1 to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's a good play there by Cooper Hancock, playing in at the dog position there for defense. Not giving up that outside containment, allow the cutback for Dankert, and then the D-line cleans it up.
Midland goes with trips to the far side of your screen there, and Dankert in the backfield. Berry in at quarterback. We'll look to throw it on 3rd and 9. To the outside of the field, incomplete. Not able to connect with his wide receiver out there. And that's Tim Brown they looked for and couldn't get the pass. So it's a 4th down, and the Doane defense comes up with a stop.
Yeah, that's a great stop there. Looks like him, receiver and Boucher on defense gets tripped up. So he had a wide open man. Looks like he just couldn't hit him, just overthrown. Good 4th down there for the Doane defense. Way to get a stop.
Like you said, Chase, if that ball is thrown a little bit better, that's a 1st down, and maybe he can stop and run a little bit more. Spicer on to kick it away, and back deep for Doane is John DeRizo. And the kick is a very short kick and not got a lot of leg on it. DeRizo calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 16-yard line. I beg your pardon, Zach Hodge punting the football away, and very high kick. And wind has picked up a little bit again, so Hodge did have the wind at his back, or he had the wind with him, so it made it a little bit more of a concern to maybe get it into the end zone, but Doane takes over at the 16.
Yeah, now you're going to have the wind right at your face again for this quarter. And I know you're down 17, but I think you still need to go to the passing game. I think that's been most beneficial to you. Try to get some easy short routes, crossing routes. You know, make Hartman get comfortable again.
Hartman takes a snap, hands it up the middle to Green, finds a seam. The secondary linebackers put him down after a nice gain of about 5 on 1st down. Green got through the initial hole and brings up a 2nd and very manageable.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They just need to keep the ball moving forward. You can't take negative yard plays, can't take your penalties. That's a good inside run there by Rian Green, just always going forward with the ball.
Treaton Davis Reed making the stop there while an offensive lineman was still pretty much had hold of him. 2nd and 5, Hartman hard counts, now takes a snap on the 2nd clap, under pressure, and getting hit from behind, escaping this time, but the 2nd man brings him down in the backfield. Samias Pickett, the sophomore, throws him down for a loss, and that brings up 3rd and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, Hartman just under duress, under pressure right away, breaks the tackle, but couldn't get rid of the 2nd one. That's going to be a loss of play, and they can't take that. Now it's going to be back to a 3rd and long here, and the playbook definitely shortens up.
Riley and DeRiso, the receivers downfield, not able to get open to the liking of Sam Hartman. So now it brings up 3rd and 8 after the tackle for loss of 3 yards. Samias Pickett gets the sack, Midland's 2nd sack today. Hartman in trouble again, evades pressure this time, makes a move, but he will not get the 1st down as he runs forward for just a gain of a couple. And that brings up 4th down. Man, this Midland secondary playing lockdown defense on these Doane receivers multiple times. Hartman's being forced to scramble because he can't find anybody open downfield.
Yeah, no, the secondary is playing good, but I also think that D-line is putting him under pressure early and often, and it's hard for Hartman to get set and make a good throw when he's constantly running around and scrambling to survive.
3 and out for Doane on their first drive of the second half. McKellen Meyer punts it away. A end-over-end kick hits past midfield and out of bounds. And the referee will mark it out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So Midland will take over again with very good field position. Seems like Midland pretty much all game has started with very good field position, and that is no exception on their next drive here. They'll take over at their own 43-yard line for the 3rd time today already.
Yeah, no, they get great starting field position. I mean, they've been using it pretty well. This defense needs to stiffen up again, try to repeat what they did last drive. But, yeah, it doesn't help when they're starting at their own 43.
Taryn Berry, the senior quarterback, in with Dankert in the backfield. It's Dankert. Tries to sidestep the line, but can't get too far away. Cooper Hancock there to wrap him up on the play after a gain of just about 2.
Yeah, Cooper Hancock there on the edge. Just doing a great job of kind of staying at home, looking like he can get outside containment, but he's not going to give it up. And that's just a great open field tackle there by Hancock.
Had another black jersey right behind him to make a stop, though, if Hancock not able to get him down. Midland's 6 drives since they are 2 touchdowns. They have only put 3 points on the board, so big credit to Doane's defense. Clap of the hands, snap back. Berry on the run, throws, caught past the first down marker, and it is at the 44-yard line. Catch made by Anthony McPhee. Again, a guy who hasn't been used much for Midland this season, just playing in his 7th game, making his 8th reception of the season. Gets enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a comeback route on Fox, the defender there. I mean, McKee's kind of coming alive in the second half. They haven't used him much in the first, but he's making some key plays, key catches right here for this Midland offense.
Anthony McPhee with his 2nd reception of the ball game. And Midland moving the sticks here. Man in motion. Hand off to Dankert up the middle. Got a seam this time, but the last guy in the formation brings him down. After just a gain of 4, what could have been a whole lot more. Jarrett Boggs makes the stop there for Doane to bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I like how this Doane defense has not given up any running lanes. And, I mean, they're doing a great job since the second quarter of just keeping them to a minimal gain, not letting them break free, break one open, other than the one early this second half. But other than that, they've been pretty impressive.
8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Midland still in front, 17-0. Another motion play action. Pass over the middle, wide open, but incomplete. Oh, man, fortunate enough for the Doane defense. Kevin Adams had broken the coverage there, but just a little bit too tall for his reach. That could have been a big gain for Midland. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, no, that was great route right there. Barry might have hit him just a little out of reach. Andrew Brown was coming down on that play. It might have been a big hit if he did hold on to it.
3rd down.
It's going to bring down 3rd and long. Let's get one more stop for this Doane defense.
3rd and 7, 2 receivers to each side. Now they motion TJ Covington over to the near side. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. A little bit looked like the receiver and quarterback are on a different page there. It was Covington, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Doane defense gets back-to-back stops in the second half, and Coach Jonathan Johnson right there loving it that his defense is showing up here in the second half.
Yep, no, they're doing a great job there. I think they dropped in zone on 3rd and long. They had 4 wide receivers out there. Looked like a couple in about 5 yards, close to that yard marker. Cooper Hancock able to get a paw on it, but all in all, it's another stop for the defense.
Back-to-back stops for Doane. Zach Hodge to kick it away, and John DeRiso back deep to receive it. He stands at his own 10-yard line. Hodge just gets it away. It goes to the far sideline and towards the out-of-bounds area. It bounces out of bounds just in front of the 20-yard line. They mark it out at the 19-yard line. So that's where Doane will take over, a punt of about 37 yards for Midland, and defensive-minded game so far in this second half, but Doane's offense, their first drive went 3 and outs. What can they change here in this drive, Chase?
Well, I think it's been tough, just not taking negative yards. I think they can do a good job of moving the ball forward and getting close to that first down, but I think it's just tough for them on third down when they take a second down loss. So, they got to better themselves on second down to try to make third downs easier for them.
Doane offensive line hasn't been helping Hartman out too much in this second half. They've allowed him to be pressured quite a bit. Quick out route caught by Riley near the line of scrimmage. Dodges around a couple of defenders and gets some positive yardage on first down. And that's what we talked about, Chase, just quick plays, just get chunks of yardages at a time and just keep this offense moving.
Yeah, no, that looked like a bubble route to that far side to Riley. It was pretty good blocking, and I think he just did a really good job of fighting his way to get some extra yards there. It looked like a negative yard gain turned into 4 to 5, so that's a good job for Riley.
Second down and 6, 7:13 to go in the third quarter. Hartman motions his tight ends, instead hands it off to James Miles, who is lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just a second carry today for James Miles, and it looks like that's all he did was get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, this running game has just kind of been tough, but I think you got to credit Midland's running defense. I think they've done a good job of stopping anything before it gets started, really. It's hard to find lanes for Miles and Rian Green in this game so far.
9 games this season. Doane just averaging 88 yards on the ground per game. They only have 27 here this afternoon. Big third down again, 3rd and 7 for the Tigers deep in their own territory. Hartman will look to throw it. Pressure coming, tries to escape, spins away from one defender, launches it downfield and incomplete. Just able to throw it away, and that will bring up 4th down, and Doane once again will go out. Slow to get up for Doane is David Garcia, the senior, but he's able to jog off. So don't get some positive yardage on first down, but that is all they are able to get. And they're going to kick this thing away again.
Yeah, no, Midland's D-line does a great job on third down. I don't know if they send a blitz in every third down, but it looks like Sam Hartman's a lot more under pressure on these third and long situations.
It's Meyer to kick it away, and this time he barely gets it off. Fair catch is called for by Dankerts at the 46-yard line, and that's where he makes the catch there. So a punt of about 32 yards, and Doane again punting into the wind with 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. We still got some time to get Doane on the scoreboard here. Today's third quarter is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain and not just the symptoms.
1st and 10, 46.
Midland takes over at the 46 again. Great field position for the Warriors, but the Doane defense hanging in there and giving their team still a chance here in their senior game. Dankert gets the carry and nothing doing, gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Tigers bring him down there after a gain of nothing. On the stop, Carson Lavalley, the junior from Wahoo, makes the stop, brings up 2nd and 10.
It's kind of like rinse and repeat. This looked like the last drive here from Doane's defense. About the same field position as well, same running play. Still do a good job of bottling up Dankert in this running game.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Two wideouts to the far side for Midland. A quarterback run. Dankert used as a blocker. It's the running quarterback Jones who is stood up after a gain of just a few yards. It'll bring up 3rd down, and multiple black jerseys in on the stop for Doane there.
Yeah, looked like a design QB run. Like you said, Dankert's the lead blocker. Lavalley getting in there. Jared Boggs.
Too many to count there.
Right.
A lot of guys getting the stop there, and Midland will go quickly up to the line here, facing another 3rd down. Midland 3 for 10 on first downs today. Neither side's been particularly good at 3rd down. Guys jump again, and flags fly. If this goes against Doane, this will be the 3rd time that Midland's got Doane to jump offside today. But a lot of Doane guys are pointing to the other side and saying, hey, he moved first. 3 referees will confer and see who committed the foul.
Yeah, it turns into a pointing game.
just whichever team can point the most, that should who the team should be penalized on, right?
I agree. It should be a team thing.
Well, referees have the call. It's either a false start or an offside.
Offside.
It's an offside against the Tigers and another penalty against Doane. But this will not give Midland a free first down. Multiple guys, as you can see on your screen, there's the guilty party there. It's Elijah Jenks, the sophomore defensive lineman, that commits the penalty there. So instead of 3rd and 7, it's now just 3rd and 2. Empty backfield for Midland, with Jones in at quarterback. He's going to try and pick up the first down himself. He has stood up right at the first down marker, but it looks like his forward progress has him just a yard past it. Gain of 3 brings up a first down for Midland, and that penalty does prove costly for Doane right there on that play.
Yeah, those are just mistakes you can't really have as a defense. 3rd and long now turns into 3rd and short, and they can do those quarterback design runs really easy.
Midland goes up to the line quickly. Design quarterback run again. It's Jacob Jones straight to the far side of the formation. The ball's out, but they say that he was down. Doane trying to say that they got the football, but ball carrier Jacob Jones was down before it. We'll have to get another look at that just to make sure. Another design quarterback run by quarterback Jacob Jones gets hits by, but right when he gets on his back, he loses the football. So good call by the referees. Reese Zudavern was in on the stop for Doane.
The ruling on the field was the runner was down. Holding.
Okay, there was a penalty on the field that we missed, and there was a holding call on Midland. So that will give the Tigers some breathing room on defense, and it will negate the play altogether and push Midland back 10 yards.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, this is obviously bad for Midland's offense, but it's really good for Doane's defense. Now you got 10 more yards to use, and I think this is where you really stand tall. It's going to be 1st and 20. Don't allow anything big. Get them to 4th down and keep them out of field goal range, basically.
So these two teams not putting up the points on the offense like they're used to. Doane only averaging 14 points per game. Midland 26 points per game. It's 17-0 game. It stood that way since middle part of the second quarter. It's Dankert on the carry, still going, and man, the pile, he squirts out of the pile when it looks like his progress was stopped. And he is all the way down to the 45-yard line, so a nice gain to get close back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good running there by Dankert. He's in the pile, like you said. Just keeps the feet moving, keeps the legs churning, head down, and he just somehow gets out of it and picks up a couple more yards. That's a good gain for this Midland offense. Makes it 2nd and way closer.
Tyson Dankert now with 22 carries for 96 yards here this afternoon. Receiver goes in motion. It's Adams. Snap back, and on the move is Barry. Throws on the run and incomplete. Dangerous throw there. Defended well. The intended receiver, Tay Marks, and Andrew Brown got some fingertips on it. He's got 2 interceptions this year, and he's maybe a few inches away from number 3 right there.
Yeah, no, that was honestly a little low throw there from Barry. Trying to hit Marks, a little low, probably at his knees, I would say, but a great defensive play by Brown, getting a paw on it, not allowing that big first down.
So now it's 3rd and 12 for Midland with just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tigers looking for a big stop on defense. Barry will look to throw it. Short route, and it's Dankert's the running back. He is going to be thrown out of bounds, and he is past the first down marker, and he is able to get the needed 12 yards and a few more for the first down, a gain of about 15.
Yeah,
That's
just
something you just can't let happen right there.
Exactly. It's just a little flat route.
Nobody near him.
No, and I mean who's ever in zone right there, just clearly not in position. A tough time bringing him down. He's going to fight for that extra yardage for the first down, and that's just something you can't allow on 3rd and long.
Tyson Dankert's not mainly uses the pass catching back, but perfect time for him to catch a pass right there. 1st and 10 at the 31. Taking a shot to the far sideline, overthrown, incomplete. Intended receiver Kevin Adams, but that was well over the sideline as Barry uncorks it a little too much. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, no, that was just good coverage there. by Brown, and then Wiseman was over the top. Just really didn't have – he went out and up route going to the end zone. That just didn't have a chance.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Again, can't see the clock on your scoreboard on your screen because the storm that went through here in Crete last night knocked out the power to the main scoreboard. You can kind of see it right there as there's no functioning scoreboard here this afternoon. Pass on the flat, incomplete. Intended receiver was Tim Brown, and black jersey right there in the backfield. You see the score right there? That's what we're seeing here. So we're going off a scoreboard here in our press box off an iPad and just having to use the first down markers on the screen to our advantage to judge third downs. But senior day, we're here calling football. We couldn't ask for a better day here. The sun has pretty much gone away. It's now pretty overcast here in Crete as it's a third down for Midland. Barry clapping his hands, trying to get maybe Doane to jump off sides. They don't oblige that time. 2 minutes, 16 seconds in the third. Barry takes a snap. Far sideline. It's caught right at the sticks, and that will be just good enough for a first down and barely anything more. Tay Marks, the junior, makes the grab. 14 receptions for him this fall season. And that goes for a gain of 10 and another Midland first down as their offense has finally found a groove and are in the red zone.
Yeah, that's good pocket presence there by Barry. Not just staying calm. Didn't have much pressure. Able to make a throw to Marks on the left side. It was a great throw and catch and just what they needed for a first down.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 19.5-yard line. Direct Wildcat snap. It's Dankert who gets his legs taken out from under him right near the line of scrimmage. And another big stop by Reese Zudevern to bring him down and bring up a second down there.
Yeah, getting in the red zone there, you kind of want to go back to what's working there. The Wildcat, they used it 2 times previously and got a score with Dankert, and I think they're going to go back to it again, but that's a great tackle there by Zudevern.
Yep, Taryn Berry, the quarterback, has rushed off the field, and no backup quarterback in there, so it will be their backup quarterback, actually Jacob Jones in there with Dankert in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side of the formation. Design quarterback run, Jones in the backfield, trying to evade defenders and can't do it. Tackle in the backfield, a loss for the Tigers. First contact made by Schuler there, and also making the stop, Zach Sundquist, to bring him down after a gain of just a couple.
Yep, just looks like a quarterback run, design run to the right, Dankert lead blocking. I mean, they're stretching out these running plays by these quarterback. When they're going out wide and tossing, they don't really have much of a chance just because Doane's doing a good job of keeping containment.
Clock is rolling, under 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's now at 30 seconds. Barry back in at quarterback. Looking to the far side of the end zone. Looking for his receiver, but it's overthrown and incomplete. One-on-one matchup there, won by Doane. Intended receiver Tim Brown, Andrew Brown in on the coverage, incomplete pass.
Yeah, no, that was just really good coverage there by Brown. Not letting him get beat over the top. Good right in his hip pocket, giving up 4th down.
College football on NCN Sports is brought to you in part by Citibank and Trust in Crete, which is a member FDIC. Now a second field goal attempt of the afternoon for Midland to be about a 34-yarder for Cameron Spicer. He was good from 30 yards in the second quarter. Snap down, hold is good. It's no good. Oh, to the right, wide right, missed it. So Midland eats up a huge chunk of the third quarter clock, but they come up with no points. Just the second missed field goal for Midland this year, and Doane's got a shot at the football, trailing by 17 when we come back.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Doane ready to go quickly on offense here after forcing a missed field goal by Midland. They'll give it to Rian Green on the carry to start things off. Doane takes over at its own 20-yard line, and Green rushes up the middle for a gain of about 3. A replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital brings up 2nd and 7. If you're Doane here, you've got to get some points on the board here because this offense has been stifled for pretty much the most part, but we will have to wait for another Doane play until the fourth quarter. 15 minutes left to go in this football game. Doane trails 17-0. We'll be right back from Crete. This is NCN Sports.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
At the racetrack or the rat race round town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. USAFE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Welcome back to Crete, Nebraska. Fourth quarter of college football between Midland and Doane. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson on the call with you. Doane looking pretty good on offense on that play right there. Quick out route to John DeRiso. Makes the catch and his pass, the first down, sticks to move the chains for Doane.
Yeah, we're looking at, fourth quarter. You got wind at your back now. This is definitely the time to start throwing the rock around the field. And good pickup there.
That is just the third first down for Doane all football game. Hartman keeps it, makes a defender miss, and dives past the second man he sees. And Doane going quick on offense. And Doane just picking up their third first down. Midland, on the other hand, has picked up 17 first downs. So very surprised. This is only a 17-0 game. The Doane defense has hung in there when it's mattered the most to keep this a manageable game. 2nd and 5 from Doane's own 36. Two men in the backfield. It's Green and Miles. Snap back, and it will be a throw. Hartman can't find anybody. Now scrambling away. Now has time. Sidearm throw and a lawn dart incomplete into the secondary, but two penalty markers are down at near the line of scrimmage.
Might have got a hold against one of the Doane's offensive linemen here.
Incomplete pass regardless. Hartman really reared back and slung that thing, but it was well too low for anybody to try and make a catch here, and we'll check on the flag.
Holding. Offense. Number 54. 10 yards from the previous spot. Second down.
Doane gets called for the hold. It's James Caslin, the senior left guard, the guilty party. On the left side of your screen, and got too much of a hold of somebody, and there he is right there. Yep, almost throwing a guy to the ground by his jersey, and he gets called for the hold there.
Yeah, that's just a negative play that you can't really take right now in this state of the game. Now it's going to back your offense up by 10.
2nd and 15, fifth penalty for Doane this ball game. Hartman takes a shot to the far sideline for DeRiso. A lot of contact, but incomplete. Coach Jonathan Johnson motioning for a pass interference call, but doesn't get it. Good coverage there, and probably a good no call by the officials, and the deep shot downfield.
Yeah, no, I like the one-on-one option to go to DeRiso, on the island out there. Not a bad throw, just maybe a little bit out of bounds. Yep. But I definitely would go back to it again because DeRiso is a great deep threat wide receiver, as well as Wadeau and Riley. So I think they got to go deep here.
And it is 3rd and 15 here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 17. Got to make the play sometime sooner rather than later. Two backs in the backfield for Hartman. He just has extra blockers, but he's going to go down. The edge collapses, and Midland gets the huge stop there. On the stop, Gabe Van Winkle, the junior defensive end, coming off the side of your screen right there, and Hartman never saw it coming. He beats the left tackle for the sack.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't have a chance, really. That's tough. because you really need a conversion right there, a downfield play, and instead it goes backwards.
So that will force the Tigers to punt this thing away, a huge loss, and Meyer gets it away, but he's ran into, and a flag is out. Dankert will let it go over his head, and it rolls all the way inside the 10-yard line, but Kellen Meyer got ran into as he kicked that football away, so it will be a penalty on Midland. Just the question is if it's a running into or roughing the kicker. So I believe running into is just 5 yards, and roughing's an automatic first down. Let's find out.
Roughing the kicker, defense number 15. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
There's your answer right there. Doane will get a huge break on offense as they get a running into the kicker call, and see number 15 right there for Midland, Tay Marks. Yep, he couldn't get his momentum stopped and gave him the shoulder there. So it's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down, and that will give Doane's offense a free set of downs here. For Midland today, just their third penalty tonight, but it's a costly one.
Yeah, no, and if you're Doane's offense, you definitely caught a break, like you said. And this is where they need to capitalize on it, because instead of looking at fourth down and going to sit on the bench, you got another chance out here. And this is where you definitely need to go downfield and get some points.
Doane still with just 64 total yards of offense today compared to Midland's 265. However, just a 17-point differential. 13-19 left to go in the football game. Hartman will hand it off. It's James Miles over to the far edge. He's got the corner, and he steps out of bounds right near the first down marker, a couple yards shy of it. James Miles, just his third carry tonight. This one goes for positive yardage for a gain of about 7.
Yeah, no, it's another outside run there. They use Miles, and I think might have found a lead blocker, maybe Ryan Green. I don't know if he's in there, but all in all, that's a great run of kind of a dormant running offense this first half and this third quarter.
Tigers will go with trips to the near side. Hartman scrambling to that side. Got some room to run. He will take off, and he slides down past the first down marker down to the 47. Gain of 6 yards to move the sticks for Doane.
I like this play here by Hartman. It's going to be rolling to his right, and instead of throwing the ball and might have put it in harm's way, just keeps a safe play. Tucks it down, runs with it, picks up the first down, stops the clock momentarily, but gets a first down for this offense.
Keeps the line moving, as they say. 12 and a half to go in the game. Hartman will hand it off to Miles. Got the seam there, 45. And nice gain by James Miles. He's brought down right near the first down sticks. And it looks like he is there for a first down, a gain of 10 by James Miles, the junior.
It's kind of funny how the running game's kind of coming alive late, but I think they'll use it all day, twice on Sunday. Pick up a good first down there by Miles. Now they're moving. Now they got some momentum on that offense.
And the Tigers again are going to go with trips to the near side, but Midland is a little bit flustered on defense. They're going to call a timeout. However, they still hold a 17-0 lead. Doane's got the momentum on offense. Find out if they can continue that after the short break. This is NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
In the midst of a timeout here in Crete, Doane and Midland, and a conference matchup here before Doane says goodbye to the home field of Al Papik Field for the final time this season. Midland will next be in action next week at home versus Concordia in their final game of the season. Doane will go to Mount Marty next week before they finish out their season. Both teams will finish out the season and not eligible for any postseason play. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers in Midland territory. Go with Miles again, but he is smoked in the backfield. A broken play there. Midland's Braxton Bates, the senior, wraps him up in the backfield for a healthy loss.
Yeah, looked like a counter, maybe an inside zone, but that play never had a chance to get started. It's a great stop from this Midland defensive line. That's going to back up Doane's offense once again.
So it's 2nd and long on the loss of 4. James Miles has been the lead back in this drive, 5 carries for 13 yards. He's got Miles and Green in the backfield. It's time it's Rian Green. Kearney native bouncing off tacklers, but just wrapped up before he's able to get any more. Extracurricular there. The defender fell over on accident. Jonathan Johnson, the head coach, doesn't like it there, trying to plead his way for a flag, and it looks like that now Rian Green is slow to get up there. So unfortunate there. We'll take another look at it. Braxton Bates was in on the stop again, but then another defender looks like either got pushed or tripped over somebody else and then fell over him as well. You can see the other defender right there getting pushed into Rian Green, so obviously not on purpose there, and Green's going to have to come out, and Doane has put Zach Perez in the game as well as a wide receiver. Hartman getting the call. Clock is rolling, 10 minutes, 50 seconds, and Doane down by 3 scores. Miles in the backfield, 3 receivers to the far side of the formation. Riley comes in motion. Hartman looking to throw. In trouble. Throws on the run. It's caught, but down right there. Yep. Good call there by the officials. Making the knee catch down there was Andrew Wado, but couldn't get the knee off the ground to try and get a couple more yards. So it's just a gain of 5 yards. It's 4th and 5. The Tigers going quickly up to the line. Don't think they're going to snap it here. Perhaps trying to get Midland to jump off sides, but with only 10 minutes left, you probably need to go for this here. It's awkward situation to punch, probably too far for a field goal here.
Yeah, I agree. It is 4th down territory, which why the catch with Wado was definitely beneficial. I mean, that gives them a better chance to convert this 4th down.
4th and very manageable, absolutely. 4th and 5, quick over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Zach Perez, and it went off of a defender, Jay Ballard's backside, who didn't really even need to do anything to it to deflect the pass. And that will give Midland the football back 17-0 with 9 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Tonight's 4th quarter is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. So Doane able to drive down, get a few first downs on that drive, but ultimately comes up empty. Now Midland will likely go to the run game to take out a big chunk of this clock. End over and a run, and a big run for McPhee. Anthony McPhee, open field. One defender to beat, cuts back. He runs into one of his own guys, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Anthony McPhee, a huge gain for Midland, all the way down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. A 53-yard run for Midland, and a Doane player down there. McPhee had the edge there, made a nice move there, but found one of his own offensive players. Not sure if he would have scored if that doesn't get there, but heck of a game there. 53 yards for McPhee there.
Yeah, it looked like Tanner Simdorm was the one shaking up on the play. He was the one who got the tackle.
Simdorm helped off the sideline. He's walking around under his own power, so perhaps he just needs a couple plays off. But there is the big play for Midland that they've been looking for in this second half to kind of put the finishing touches on this one. Taryn Berry takes the snap, hands it off to Tyson Dankert, straight up the middle, and he barely gets touched, and he's in for the score. Tyson Dankert is in the end zone for the 3rd time this afternoon, and Midland might have just put the finishing touches on this one here.
Yeah, just a simple inside zone run. Got a couple lead blocks. Yeah, barely got touched, like you said. I mean, that's easy for Dankert. And then, yeah, that's just a tough play as the defense and as a team. Now they're going to be up 23.
Potentially 24, pending the point after. It's Cameron Spicer who converts it. Midland with 2 big back-to-back plays, 53-yard run, then a 10-yard run to make it 24-0. Pretty much probably last call for Doane when they get the football. This is NCN Sports. Be right back.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Short kick is away from Midland. Darnell Riley fields it, and he is going to crush his way forward past the 45-yard line. Cameron Spicer got nothing on that kick at all. Darnell Riley with a return of about 17 yards to give Doane very good field position. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson joining you from the broadcast booth at Al Papik Field. And like we said, Chase is probably last call for Doane right here, down by 4 scores, and they want to make this any part of this competitive at all. Need some points here.
Yeah, absolutely. You need 7, and you need 7 fast. We're at about 9 minutes left in the game. You start the ball almost at midfield. I mean, you got a great opportunity to go down the field and strike for 6, but it has to be quick. You got to be up-tempo. I wouldn't say no huddle, but it's got to be fast-paced.
Very much so. Referees are huddling near the ball marker. Don't see a flag on the field anywhere, so I'm not sure exactly what the referees are discussing. Darnell Riley making the kickoff reception there, and perhaps just making sure that the ball is spotted right or whatever that may be. Doane will take over for the moment at their own 48-yard line with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's get a ruling here.
Offside, kicking team, number 38. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down, Doane.
All right, so Midland was offside on the kick, but Doane says, we'll take the great field position at the 48-yard line. And they've looking to avoid being shut out on senior day here in Crete. Hartman takes a snap. It'll be Rian Green back after a minor injury, and he has his jersey drugged down and taken down after little to no gain there. A couple of guys from Midland in on the stop. Jay Ballard, the guy who had a hold of the jersey of Green. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'll try to get an outside run here. Might have got away with the hold there, but I mean, either way, Midland does a great job pursuing him, not letting him get started on this run.
And the wide receiver, Andrew Wado, didn't have the best block there, and Green was tackled for no gain. Clock rolling, 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Midland just getting on the board with its first touchdown of the second half off of 2 big plays. Speaking of big plays, trying to make one here. Incomplete pass, no flag. John DeRiso, the intended receiver, grabs his jersey saying, I got my jersey grabbed, but the officials don't see it that way, and like we said, waiting to see the big play there. Hartman and DeRiso can't connect.
Yeah, no, I like the play call again. I think going deep to DeRiso is never a bad option, but it looked like might have been too high, but also is a really good throw by Hartman. Gives him, his wide receiver, the only chance to come down with that football.
John DeRiso, 6'3", 190-pound junior. Team best 416 receiving yards this season, but only has 2 catches for 12 yards this afternoon. Snap back, fake handoff. Hartman in trouble. He's got room to run this time. It's 3rd and 10, and he is going to get away from another defender and out to the far sideline. So Hartman does get some positive yardage to make it 4th and manageable. They'll give him about 5 yards to make it another 4th and 5 here. Clock will stop at 8 minutes, 15 seconds. Tigers between a rock and a hard place here. They need this 4th down here. Otherwise, they can almost put this one in the books here. Tigers probably not going to come out on top tonight, but at lone least, you'd hate to be shut out here. Your final game here at home. Empty set. 3 receivers to the near side for Hartman. Now it's going to be 4 as Wado's put in motion. Throw over to the right side, caught but hit immediately, and that will be good for just about no gain. Making the stop is Midland, and that will be a turnover on downs. Excellent play by the Midland defense.
Looks like a tunnel screen there to Kobe Kum, but I mean, Midland's secondary read that really well and hit him right as he caught that football. And I mean, he had to go for something, and the tunnel screen did definitely not work out.
Yeah, they had 4 different receivers to choose from, and Midland read that beautifully. Stick around after the game for our coach's post-game interview, which is brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. We'll have that after the final 7 minutes, 42 seconds, where we'll talk with Jonathan Johnson for the last time this season. Barry in at quarterback, a toss play, and it's McPhee again. He had that big 50-yard run just a few plays ago, and he's got another pretty big run down to the 42-yard line. Good for a plentiful gain and to move the first down sticks.
Yeah, it's another good play there by McPhee. Just get him out in space and let him run. I mean, he's quick around that outside edge. A shoestring tackle there by Doane. It's another first down, and the clock starts to run.
So timeouts, still 3 with Doane, 2 with Midland. But those almost won't likely be a factor for too much longer. Taryn Berry in the shotgun. Dankert's in the backfield. For Midland, looking for their 3rd consecutive win against Doane in the past 3 years. There, he's got the snap. Now Dankert's got the run. Gets over the edge side of the formation, but the line collapses on him after no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this is what Midland's going to do now. Up 24, about 7.5, probably 6 minutes off the clock. I think they're just going to do this, try to milk the clock, get a couple more first downs. But Doane's trying their best to get another stop and give their offense one more chance.
Tyson Dankert tonight, 26 carries for 109 yards. He has been all over the field today and had a couple of big plays, and he's got another 100-plus rushing yard game. This has got to be a good feeling for Midland, which felt like they should have won their football game against Mount Marty last week. Tell you more about that after this second down play here. Snap back, it's McPhee again on the toss play to the near sideline, and that kid is fast. He is pushed out of bounds, and he is close to the first down marker, but just a bit short. Gain of 8 will bring up 3rd and 2.
I feel like they're using that every other play, just a simple jet touch pass to McPhee, and he's making the most of them right now. He's just quick, getting out of bounds, getting close to a 3rd and 1, and that's all you needed to do right there.
Going back to that Midland game last week, they led Mount Marty 27-15 with 3 minutes to go. They allowed a Mount Marty touchdown, and then they tried to run out the clock. They had to punt it away, got their punt blocked, and then Mount Marty scored a game-winning touchdown with 18 seconds left to go. So Midland could very well be 6-3 right now if that doesn't happen. Dankert with the Wildcat snap on 3rd and short. He's got the first down. A gain of 3, only needed 2. And with that, the 21st first down for Midland today, and only 6 for Doane.
I mean, they knew that they were going to do this today. They were going to use Dankert as much as they can out of the backfield. He's the definition of their workhorse. Going to get the most touches. 3rd and short, use him in Wildcat, pick him up 3 yards. That's all he needed for a first down.
Midland has dominated pretty much every category in this football game so far. Only 1 turnover, which was an inconsequential interception from the Doane offense in the first half. So both teams taking care of the football very well. 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and rolling in the 4th quarter. Barry gets the snap. It's Dankert again, but nothing doing there. Going to be tackled for a loss of maybe 1 yard, or unless they mark him back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, continuing to use that clock, milk it down. Just going to run Dankert left, right, center. Maybe a jet touch pass to McPhee again. That's all they're pretty much going to do in this last 4 minutes.
The clock continues to run. Again, Doane has 3 timeouts if they want to stop the clock at any time. Probably need a stop here and then a stop on 3rd down. Then maybe you can start using your timeouts. You want to get some points on the board for your seniors. 2 receivers to the far side of the formation. Barry with the hard counts and doesn't snap the football. Like we said, just milking every last second of that play clock before they snap it. Berry looking downfield, throws over the middle, incomplete. Defender got there early and a flag is down. Intended receiver Tay Marks and Doane's Andrew Brown got there just a hair early, and he will be called for pass interference there. It doesn't get much closer than that, but Doane will give Midland a free first down here.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22.
It is indeed the call, so Midland will get a first down, and we'll have some more opportunity to run out the clock here. Could have been a big stop here. We'll get another look at it just a bit early by Brown. Got the arm around him.
Yeah.
That's about as close as you can get.
It is. It is very close. It's a bing play. I mean, I don't fault Andrew Brown for doing that, trying to get a play on the ball, but yeah, it was just too close for comfort, I guess.
So that will give Midland the football at the 21-yard line. Here's Dankert again. Powers his way up the middle and drug down inside the 15-yard line. Tyson Dankert running all over the Doane defense today. Gain of 9. It'll be second and short. Dankert over 100 yards.
Yeah, I think that was just ideal there. A gain of 9 for Dankert. That's exactly what they wanted. Get more time off the clock. And let's see if they maybe score again or maybe just start taking knees. I don't know what they're going to do.
You know, as a football team, it's so much fun to score points. Bet they're going to get a lot of points there. Flags fly before the play, and looks like Doane jumped offside again. And another time that Doane's jumped offside, that's at least the 4th time that they have fell for a hard count today. But how about the effort by Tyson Dankert? We're going to show a lot of him on the top plays after the game, which are brought to you by Currency. We'll show all of those plays by Dankert and the Midland offense. Just not too many, if any, big plays to speak of for Doane. Had some good runs by James Miles in a couple drives ago, but really that's about it. Another look at it. Multiple guys for Doane jumping offside there, so that'll make it first down and 5. Snap back, it's Dankert's got a seam, trying to beat the defense out. A flag is down. Dankert is into the end zone, but this will likely be a holding call. This was thrown by the head referee, so he will make sure of the holding call there, but it's likely this one will not stand.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming back.
Offense, number 85.
It is a holding call against Midland, so it negates the touchdown. And it will give Doane another shot to get a stop at the football.
Got on Aiden Roddy, that senior tight end.
It's tough blocking as a tight end, too. You're used to catching passes depending on what kind of tight end you are, and Roddy gets called for the hold there. Midland commits the penalty there. It'll back them up to all the way back to the 18-yard line. So it's still this is first and goal now. They had it inside the 8, back 10 yards to make it first and goal from the 18. Dankert gets around the line and tripped up shortly after it. Gain of about 4 to bring up second and goal. Zach Sundquist in on the stop for Doane. Freshman starter for the Doane team. And while a lot of these Doane Tigers will be playing the last time as the seniors, they've got a lot of young talent, a lot of juniors, sophomores, and even a few freshmen that look like they'll have bright futures ahead. But the senior class will definitely be missed.
Absolutely. No, there's a lot of these seniors that have put a lot of time, effort, blood, sweat, tears into this team. They will be greatly missed, but I also like the mix of freshmen in there, getting the experience really young.
Sundquist, one of those freshmen there, whistles blow before the snap. It looks like Midland is taking a timeout. Nope, 2-minute warning. We've got just 2 minutes left to go in this football game. Midland looking for the shutout here and looking to add some more points on the board. They've got the football, second and goal when we come back.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
At the racetrack or the rat race around town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Creed Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Friend Medical Clinics, and by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Apologize for the delay. We have an injury on the field. This is a non-contact injury on the Midland sideline on the far side of the field. One of the Midland players currently being ushered onto a stretcher right now, so the game is stopped for the moment. We haven't been able to make out the number of the jersey of the player. Lots of bodies swarmed around that player, but this happened just after before the 2-minute timeout as we were going to break. Notice a player on this Midland sideline, a non-contact injury. This was nowhere near the play, and see pretty much everybody looking on in concern right now. The player being on stretcher right now. Got the binoculars out. Can't quite make out a number on exactly who that is, but we wish the best of the health of that Midland player suffering some sort of freak injury, and haven't seen much movement from that player as well. So that is the reason for the stoppage on the field right there. Crete Fire and Rescue doing their job is making sure these players are well cared for.
Yeah, it was just a scary incident. It just came out of nowhere. Hopefully all the best for him.
Especially in a game like this with there's nothing on the line anymore. The worst thing you can have happen is someone get injured like that.
Absolutely.
So both teams will regroup as one of Midland's players will be taken for further medical evaluation. Again, a kind of a freak injury, a non-contact injury or something of some sort happened on the field. During the whole time we were at break, a player lying on their back on the ground and didn't see much movement at all. Not sure if the player is conscious or alert right now, but slowly being carted off and will be taken away by medical personnel. Well, when we get started here in just a minute or two left, it's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Midland leads it 24-0 over Doane, and Midland's got second and goal at the Doane 14-yard line. Well, we told you all about the Warrior offense today. Looked really good, 363 total yards through the air and ground for the Warriors, just compared to 99 for Doane so far. And really disappointing outing for Doane's offense, but just a really better of a job by Midland's defense. And for Doane, they had plenty of yards on offense up until this game and the past 3 games. As a matter of fact, their offense had put up a total of 478 yards last week against Hastings, 344 against Concordia, 360 against Dakota Wesleyan. So right now, if this line holds, this would be a season low in total yardage for Doane if they are not able to get anything else going on offense. But with 2 minutes left, chance for the Doane defense to make a stop here. Again, Midland's got second and goal at the 14-yard line. This game today is brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know. So we're back set to go after a little bit of a delay here, and Midland facing second and goal. Taryn Berry in at quarterback with Dankert in the backfield. Penalty has pushed back Midland a little bit farther than the 10-yard line. Jet pass, it's dropped, but picked up by McPhee. A flag is down. Thrown near the line of scrimmage by the official near the end zone. This McPhee is brought down at the 10-yard line, and we'll have to check on the flag there. So obviously that wasn't a pass because it was dropped, so it's a fumble there.
Right.
We'll have to check on a flag here. Potential holding call on Midland would be my guess. How about you, Chase?
Yeah, I think it is a hold on Midland. I think they got it on Fox, number 25.
There is no foul for holding. The result of the play is an incomplete pass. It's going to be third down.
Okay, so it is an incomplete pass. I noticed in the box here when every time they've run this, they've counted this as a pass. So looking for any sort of holding call. 33, but by the time that 33 actually made the hold for Midland, that flag was already coming out, so something else was seen there, that the flag was picked up. So just that little toss is counted as a pass, so it's incomplete, and it brings up third and goal from the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that touch pass is a unique play call. How, if it is fumbled, it is, in fact, incomplete.
The shortest pass of all time.
Right.
And it looks like a fumble, but it's not. Brown goes in motion. Fake handoff, slant pass deflected, and it goes right back into the hands of the quarterback, who is brought down. Bizarre play there. Doane tips it at the line. Berry gets the football, but then is immediately brought down for a loss of 7 yards, and it's 4th and goal from the 20. Get another look at this here.
I mean, we've seen some pretty crazy plays today. How about the interception turned to a 30-yard fumble behind him, and now this throw to himself, and eventually tackled for loss.
Tanner Simdorm got his hands on it, timed his jump perfectly, and knocked it away. So box score goes Taryn Berry, pass complete to Taryn Berry for a loss of 6 yards. You're looking at the box score, wondering at home, how does the quarterback have a reception? That's how.
Yeah, and I think Marcus Mariota did that a while back when he was on Tennessee.
Way back in the day.
Way back.
Yes, that's I do remember that play as well. Midland will take a timeout, facing a 4th and goal with 1:05 left. We'll take another timeout with them. We'll be right back with college football on NCN Sports.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. We have wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Final minute of senior day here at Al Papik Field in Crete, Nebraska. Ryan Valenta bringing you the action, along with Chase Wilkinson for the senior day for the Doane Tigers. Looking for the final stop on defense. It's 4th and goal from the 20-yard line. A penalty and a bizarre play have backed Midland up, and they don't want to kick it. They want 6 points here.
Yeah, I mean, they're on their own 20-yard line. Just back up. Don't let them in the end zone.
Play action pass. Berry throws it over the middle, and that will be nowhere near the end zone. So Midland doesn't even try to get 6 points in. It's a turnover on downs, and Doane will take over at its own 14-yard line with 59 seconds left. Surprised to see them not to try and take a shot at the end zone there?
I mean, I understand how you could, but I mean, at this point of the game, you're up 24. I think it's just safe to do a safe completion, get what you can, and I mean, a minute left in the game, that's a smart call.
So 59 seconds left. Doane will run its final plays of the game. Today's game, once again, brought to you in parts by Citibank and Trust in Crete, member FDIC. We'll get our coaches interview, our player of the game, and top plays after the end of this one. Tipped pass and incomplete. A little bit of late call by the officials there. Somebody got a hand on it from Midland. Intended receiver was the senior running back, David Harris. So the pass by Hartman falls incomplete. 54 seconds left, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they tried to get Harris out of the swing route to the left. Someone might have got a paw on it from Midland. But, I mean, about 54 seconds left, like you said. I'd be taking deeper shots down the field. Maybe try to get this close, get some points by the end of the game.
A couple of the reserve receivers also in for Doane. Ian Riles and Kobe Coombe. Snap back to Hartman. Looks over the middle. It is caught. It's caught by the running back and all the way down to the 35. Is it Zach Perez? The redshirt senior making the catch all the way down to the 35-yard line. Good for a gain of 19 yards.
Yeah, that was a good pass and catch there. Hitting Perez across the middle of the field. Pick up a good amount of yards.
Would have loved to seen Doane do that earlier in the regular part of the game. Hartman over the middle. It's Perez again, caught. Having a secondary, and he is being wrestled backwards. His forward progress is stopped after a gain of 8 yards. And Jonathan Johnson, head coach for Doane, will call a timeout. That is Doane's just their first timeout of the half. So they still have 2 more with 32 seconds left to go, and still plenty of time between them and the end zone. But at least want to try and get some sort of points on the board as well. Today's player of the game, we'll tell you about that after the end of the game, is brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination, and also by USAVE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all of our customers. think I've got a pretty good idea of who our player of the game is, but again, can't tell you that quite yet.
Right. One could guess, though.
One could guess. If you've been with us, you probably have a pretty good idea, too, but we'll give you those official lines for said person after this one concludes here. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Doane at their own 43-yard line with 32 seconds left. There's head coach Jonathan Johnson right there in his first season at Doane. A tough season, 2-7 this year, and we'll look for some more wins next year and hopefully next week against Mount Marty. Snap back to Hartman. Quick throw to the near sideline, overthrown, incomplete. Well, looked like it could have been caught. Intended receiver Ian Riles, the redshirt junior wide receiver. Hasn't seen much playing time for Doane yet this year, but looked like he might have been able to snag that. It falls incomplete to bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, looked like a good throw there by Hartman, but Riles just could not come down with it.
Well, you could tell Riles thought he should have caught it
Right.
based on his reaction there.
Kicking himself for it.
3rd and 2 is they'll hand it off. Nope, it's Hartman that's going to keep it, and he fooled everybody. He's got room to run, but a flag is down. Hartman has the angle there and a beautiful fake there on the fake handoff. Hartman picks up plenty more than the first down, a gain of about 10, pending the flag there. And a lot of times this will go as a hold on the offense.
I think you're right. I think it's going to go against maybe James Caslon again on that left side.
Regardless, penalties have killed Doane today. 7 penalties for 44 yards, and this could be number 8 right here, and here comes the call.
Holding. Offense, number 84. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So holding is called on Doane, and it goes against the wide receiver Darnell Riley, and Doane will take its 2nd timeout. 23 seconds left to go. They'll be facing a 3rd and 2. So Midland, after the win, they'll improve to 6 and 4. Doane will fall to 2 and 8. Midland again will play Concordia next week, and Doane will be on the road to play Mount Marty, the team that came back to beat Midland last week. You figured maybe with Doane's bye week, it always just depends on the coach too. What if you're practicing all throughout the bye week, or if you maybe get a little bit time off to reset. Curious about what that process was. We'll get some post-game thoughts from head coach Johnson after the football game, and Doane will try and punch something in here late. Just 23 seconds left to go. Ball's at their own 43-yard line. Hartman still out at quarterback. David Harris in the backfield with him. It's a handoff to Harris, straight up the middle, and he powers his way forward just past the first down sticks. It'll stop the clock momentarily at 19 seconds, gain of 2 by David Harris. So Doane now with 135 total yards of offense, and that will push them over their potential season low. They recorded 109, 116, 117 yards. Again, that was a very tough competition against 8th-ranked Dort, 13th-ranked Morningside, and 2-loss Northwestern. So the tough teams have given Doane the fits this year. Pretty much everybody else they've been able to hang with, but Midland, a very good team. That's their record kind of deceptive as well, because they've played some tough competition as well, and probably should have won that game last week.
Right. No, they played a really tough schedule at the beginning of the year, but I mean, they hung with those tough teams, and I think don't let the record fool you of these Midland Warriors. I think they're a great team, solid team all around. Defense is great. Running offense is amazing.
So 1st and 10, 19 seconds left to go. Hartman fakes the handoff on a play action. Looking to throw over the middle. 2 white jerseys. Gets away. Hartman still looking to run. Flag is down finally. Hartman will run it past midfield near the 45 and brought down. And it looks like there will be another holding call on Doane. They just cannot keep their grasp off the Midland defenders here, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of running around in that last play, a lot of scampering by Hartman. Offensive linemen doing whatever they can to protect their quarterback. Problem is it happened all too much this game.
The referees will converge on the penalty here. 8 penalties, could be 9 penalties now for Doane. There's just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after this penalty, this will probably be the last play of the game.
Illegal blindside block, offense, number 69. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
All right, so the Tigers get called for an illegal blindside block on the senior right tackle, Blake Bieber. And this was well after the play as well, because you see Hartman gets away from it initially. Okay, didn't see where that penalty was there. 54 hit a defender, but that wasn't where the penalty was there. So referees determined they didn't like something. There were 2 flags, so it was convincing in their minds. Probably final play of the game. Doane is way backed up. This is a 1st and 25 now. 1 play away from being shut out here. Hartman going back to throw. Pass is incomplete at the shoe tops. And that is incomplete. And that is the end of the football game. Clocks hit 0, a disappointing day for the Doane Senior Tigers as they fall in shutout fashion, 24-0. The Tigers are shut out for the 2nd time this season. That will do us for the play-by-play version of us here up in the booth. We'll head down to the field to get the post-game thoughts of head coach Jonathan Johnson. After this, Midland with a dominating win. They improve to 6-4. Doane falls to 2-8. More college football coverage is right after the break. This is NCN Sports.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life.
Black Friday savings all month long. From appliances to mattresses, the savings can be found at Schaefer's. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances have been marked for savings and rebates. Just imagine a new KitchenAid kitchen suite with up to $3,000 in rebates, or save hundreds on a new Whirlpool high-efficiency laundry pair. Every day is Black Friday in November, now at Schaefer's.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice and check out these great fall offers. A 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999. Or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordofBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Creed Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Friend Medical Clinics, and by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Woodhouse Buick GMC has your next vehicle. Whether you're looking for a reliable SUV like the Buick Envision or a powerful truck like the GMC Sierra, our staff will help you find the right vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Ryan Valenza on our coaches interview, brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Head coach of Doane, Jonathan Johnson. Tough pill to swallow today. You fall on senior day and shutout fashion there. And a lot of things. Midland did a lot of the good things, and you guys were struggling to do a lot of good things. Your overall impression of the team's performance today?
Yeah, absolutely. Kudos to Midland. Their defense played an outstanding game. Tyson Dinkirk, the running back's and a great player. We knew we needed to stop the run and eliminate that. I thought we did a decent job, minus a few explosive plays. I think that was really the difference. The snap at the beginning of the game hurt us, put us inside the 2. Otherwise, we held them to 17 in normal field situations. I thought our defense played pretty well and prepared pretty well. Offensively, we got to find a way to move the football. We got to score points. We can't get shut out, and we can't have that result. And for our team, it's about us continuing to get better. At the end of the day, they made more plays than we did today. Kudos to them. Congratulations, Coach Jamrock and Midland. And we're going to find a way to come to work, get better from Mount Marty this week.
Your defense really, besides giving up those 2 touchdowns right away, kind of hung around. They allowed Midland to get some yardage, but you ultimately stopped them as well. Just what did you like out of your defense, kind of in that middle portion of the game?
Yeah, very physical, fit the run, did some great things. We knew what they were going to do. They came out and did it. It was mano-a-mano. We did some good things. We didn't do enough to win the football game.
So next week, your last chance to get a win this season, Mount Marty. What did you tell the guys in the huddle? It's a tough pill to swallow. You got 20 seniors playing probably for the last time at home. Just what's your mindset preparing to go on the road and finish out the season strong next week?
Our mindset hadn't changed. It's about the culture of Doane football. It's about us getting better every day. We got to come to work, and we got to find the execution. We've shown in spurts and sparks throughout the season executing at a high level in all 3 phases. We got to do that together like we did at Hastings and like we did against Waldorf. We got to do it consistently. And so we got to continue to come to work and get better every day, be 1-0 one day at a time. Let's improve, and let's find a way to beat Mount Marty and go into the offseason with that mindset.
Coach Jonathan Johnson, head coach for Doane football for the final time this 2024 season. Been a pleasure to follow you guys along, and looking forward to next season here at home.
Yeah, thank you so much. Go Tigers.
Right. We'll go Tigers. We'll be right back with our top plays on NCN TV, and we'll be right back.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice and check out these great fall offers. A 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999. Or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
The score of this one here in Crete, Midland 24, Doane nothing. Tigers fall on senior day and fall to 2-8 on the season. Midland improves to 6-4, and both teams will play their final games of the season next week. Midland at home and Doane on the road against Mount Marty. Ryan Valenta, Chase Wilkinson, and appreciate you joining us on this Saturday afternoon. And before we wrap things up here, of course, always everybody's favorite part of the game, mine as well, our top plays, which are presented to you by Currency. If you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items, Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu now and discover your path to possible. The top plays now at Doane Field, which saw a lot of wind here on early going and caused some troubles, and that's exactly what happened in our very first highlight here. Doane looking to punt this thing away after getting stopped 3 and out. Snap hits one of the linemen there, and Doane able to just fall on it, but that gave Midland great field position inside the 10-yard line, and pretty much the very next play, Tyson Dankert going to call his name a lot. The player of the game today rushes in for the touchdown very early on. Midland led 7-0. In the second quarter, where Midland is looking to get some more points on the board, Dankert again. They use that wildcat formation a lot. Dankert gets in for his second score of the game. The Kennesaw native ran pretty wild. Now also in the second quarter, Midland pass over the middle. Look at this leaping grab. Anytime you make a nice grab like that, you got to show that one another time, and that was made by Midland. Next play, Doane defense trying to make some stops here. They do get a stop to keep this one in the ball game and keep it a 14-0 game. Back-to-back plays. Jarrett Boggs gets in on the rush, forces the incompletion, and that would give Doane the football at the back. That was ruled an incomplete pass. Doane thought it would have been a fumble and got to their advantage, but they would still get the football. Now right before the half, our crazy play of the day, not one tip, not two tips, and it goes into the intercepting hands of Midland there. Picking it off was Brandon Lance, and there's the third tip, and it goes 15 yards behind everybody. Midland able to fall behind it. One of the wackiest plays you'll see. It was 17-0 at halftime. Now in the third quarter, Sam Hartman, he was rushed all day, and the Midland defense able to get him down in the backfield. Hartman was sacked 3 times, and the Doane offensive line allowed Sickles 6 tackles for loss. Here's a run by Midland's Tyson Dankert, who, man, how does a body fold like that and not get hurt there? Right. Dankert, he was the workhorse today, a total of 29 carries for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. James Miles going nowhere in the backfield. The Midland defense, we told you, 6 tackle for losses throughout the entire game and held Doane to just 138 yards of total offense. Here's our biggest play of the day by Midland, a little tip pass. This went to Anthony McPhee in open space. The junior running wild and free makes a nice move inside the 15-yard line. Doane able to tackle him down, but that would lead to a Midland touchdown on the very next play. Tyson Dankert inside run, finds the seam up to the middle for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Dankert rushed for 4 touchdowns, 250 yards last week, and he adds on for 3 more this week. That would do it as the final score, 24-0. Doane has their senior day spoiled by Midland as the final score. Well, it's a fun one just to see what's and we're just glad. Chase and I, we told you we're doing high school football in the freezing cold and rain and wind last night, and up in a nice booth here, and a little bit more of a manageable game. But once again, we want to say thank you to our Doane Athletic Department friends for letting us come and broadcast football throughout the season. Appreciate you letting us here and broadcast the Tigers. Chase, it's been fun as well to call some Doane football this season. I know it means a little bit to you to see a former team get out there and play the field kind of in a different perspective, but probably not the way the seniors wanted to end their season at home tonight, but they have another chance. Just have to regroup and look forward to next week.
Yeah, no, I think you could take a lot of positive things away from this game. I think Dankert, for the most part, like instead of the explosive runs, you held Dankert pretty well. And a lot of things you did well on defense. You held him to 7 points in the second half. I think offense was just a big flip from the Hastings game a couple weeks ago, where they just were an offensive onslaught, scored 40 points. And now it was tough for them to get a first down today, and credit that to the Midland defense as well. They're pretty stout defense, but a lot of things went wrong for the offense, but the effort was there, the results weren't.
Yep, the effort was there by Doane. Midland just clearly the better team this afternoon. That will do it for Doane football on NCN TV this year. Look forward to catching up with the Tigers next year. On behalf of NCN Sports from Al Papik Field, Ryan Valenta and Chase Wilkinson signing off here for the final time this season, saying so long and have a wonderful rest of your Saturday afternoon.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.